Alright, welcome guys to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at Destination Fight 5. I am your boy Slimish, and today with me is...
Magnagoat.
Yeah.
How are you all doing?
I'm doing good.
It's been a good tournament so far.
Yes. I actually haven't been able to pay too much attention to Ultimate because I've been busy with my own games. But it's a nice top 8 we've got from what I've seen. First up, we're going to have Biscuit versus Whiny.
So, Biscuit played quite a lot of Pichu recently. He was an old Smash 4 Yoshi main, and I know he still got a really scary Yoshi. So it will be interesting seeing if he'll stick with Pichu or if he'll do some character swaps as well.
Yeah.
Whiny is playing mostly Ken in this game as an old Ryu main. Also have an Incineroar pocket, but I doubt that we'll see that so far up in the bracket.
I know Biscuit has a bunch of characters. I assume that he maybe doesn't like playing against Street Fighter characters with Yoshi.
Yeah,
That's why
Mike
he's going to
has
Pichu.
somewhat of a character crisis as well. But I don't know, I have heard that he really enjoyed Pichu so far, and Pichu seems like a fun character, and by god, it's a good character.
Yeah.
So far it's turned out pretty evenly. Whiny got the early deal, but then, that was so lucky.
That could definitely have been a KO.
Up tilt down air is actually a true thing, so I guess that was just...
It was down tilt.
Yes, down tilt,
Down
yeah,
tilt,
not up tilt as I said.
Yeah.
It's a combo, so I guess that was just bad out of rage. Answering right back with that Shoryuken.
So how does that Shoryuken for Ken actually work? Because I'm not entirely certain. Does it have a strong hit the entire way through, or how does it work?
As far as I know, yeah. Oh, a nice jab reset there.
Oh, that's a really solid combo.
Yeah, it got as Ryu in Street Fighter, I almost said in Smash 4, had a weak hitbox at the tip of it. Ken doesn't have it, it's still strong there. Also, while in air, while mid-air, his intermediate or the medium Shoryuken is actually stronger as well.
Interesting.
Kills earlier, like 20% earlier.
That's interesting.
So, seeing here another stock gone by Whiny,
Yeah.
and it just seems that he can't reset neutral.
Yeah, Biscuit is keeping him pressure, keeping him in the corner.
Yeah, and that's not a place you want to be with when you play Pichu, because that F tilt is strong as fuck, and that's with and that's a good down smash.
Not taking it quite yet though. Oh, that forward air might be
But
it.
that will
Not
it's
quite.
not.
Not quite it.
I really thought that would be it there, and now it's a bit scary situation as well because Rage has been toned down, but it's still a factor, and Peach is a very light character. It's a featherweight character.
Lightest in the game.
It is like this actually. All right.
Lightest in the game.
So it's definitely the kill percent. So
Alright, yeah.
Answering that side B with the down air, great spaced, but now Whiny has to be so careful and do not get hit or not get a F tilt, and that, yeah.
There you go, nice.
That's
Yes, the jab.
Gets a jab reset by setting up a tech situation with that. Was it Nair or what was it?
It was,
Can't remember.
I'm actually not entirely sure. Is
And
it best
now
of 3 or 5?
It should be best of 5 now, I think. Not entirely sure. So the first game got back and forth, but Biscuit for sure was dictating the pace of the game there. With such a quick character who is also so strong, Pichu can be a force to reckon with. But then again, it's a glass cannon. It can turn the tide really quickly.
Currently doing stage ban. So I've heard Yoshi Silent, Yoshi's Story ban, and I didn't hear the second one. Just looking like, is he going on the Mega? Yes, we're going on the Mega Susaku Castle. He used to do this in
Home field
Smash 4 a bunch as well.
Yeah, he did. I know he really likes the aesthetics of that stage, and that home field advantage, it's nothing that is actually noticeable in this game, but mentality is really important
Oh, he picked
in a
Guile.
fighting game.
Picked Guile's team.
And everything works with Guile's team.
Yes, everything works.
Top 8 works great with Guile's team.
Indeed.
So,
Alright, so let's get into it.
I guess Whiny want to get his mind into the game, picking a stage he likes, picking a song that he likes. And let's see if that is what it takes in order to play this more calm and collected.
Does not confirm that it's token, and now it's a bit of a pain train going. Oh, he
Getting
went
back
for
on
it.
stage, dropping that fair there. Fortunate for Whiny, less fortunate for Biscuit. But let's see here how we'll navigate the Thunder Jolts.
Thunderdrill is actually a pretty
Oh.
oppressive projectile in this game, from what I've
Yeah,
seen.
it seems really good on shield. I haven't played a whole lot of features, just keeping off stage.
Yeah. Like I play Pichu too,
Yeah.
and I feel like Thunderdrill, like one big difference from it in compared to melee.
It's good.
Yeah, so the thing is, it would be a good projectile in melee too if it wasn't for crouch canceling.
Oh,
And since this game does not have that type of crouch canceling where you can cancel out the weak projectiles,
yeah.
it's super good in neutral because
That would be the first one.
it's the reversal.
It seems like Whiny would be the crowd favorite here as well, as people in this crowd is cheering. Maybe they're just tired of seeing oppressive Pichus. I don't know.
I just think that I don't know. Whitey was a pretty like well liked player in Smash 4 too. I'm pretty sure like he was really clutch in general. It was quite exciting to watch him.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's
the Stockholm boys will of course be cheering for this guy.
yeah, of course, and they really should as well. Always support your fellow community members. But the thing is also what makes Whiny a fun player to watch is he has somewhat of an explosive playstyle, and he has a really like his playstyle centers about being a troll basically. Like it was the famous Tarek taunt, as is its name, in Smash 4, because he would taunt you and do stupid stuff, and that just putting people on tilt.
I mean that's just Tarek in general.
Yeah,
that's just
it
his
is, yeah.
personality. you can really see his personality
When
the
it
way he
plays,
plays.
yeah, that's so true actually.
Yeah. I have to like obviously most of the time you can tell a person's personality from how they play. But with Whiny, it definitely shows more than a lot most.
That was definitely a misinput, that Hadouken. Oh, nice air dodge, and Biscuit going really low here, trying to basically bring this back the easiest or the fastest way possible he can.
Oh,
And
nice block.
Oh, I thought that would be an F smash.
You didn't want to risk it for the biscuit this time.
Risk it for the Biscuit, exactly. Yeah, one thing that really is noticeable with basically all of the Stockholm players is that they tend to play really safe. They like to not take the big risks. Rage did an amazing job showcasing this when he played against Onsana. Not overextending once and just such good use of the focus. And now, actually really, that's unfortunate. But he was on a really high percent, so could have died basically from anything at that point as well.
Actually, we'll
But-
see the easy bait combos at early percent. Ooh, that's dead. That's very unfortunate. He lost a jump right before F fair, so he doesn't
Yeah.
have it, and ended up pulling him another stage. So Biscuit takes game number of those.
So it will be the same bands I heard him say. And in order to make the comeback, Whiny really need to make something happen now. And that is by changing the song to the Ken theme instead.
Alright, yeah, he's picking the one for the character he plays instead. He is sticking out with Ken, not opting for Pokemon Battle.
I think it's the right choice.
Yeah,
to
I
do
think
as
so
well.
too. Like I was saying,
Like Incineroar, it's such a gimmick character. It's basically
Yeah.
what it is. It's a gimmick character, and can't rely on gimmicks when playing such a good player as Biscuit.
yeah,
The fair trade coming.
yeah, no,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was a bit too high percent. The fair trade mostly works at like 0 to 10%, somewhere
Yeah.
around that, and then you can only get one fair after most of it. Tries to line what's down here. Has a really good lead already, but now when he gets the grab, does not
It's
get
nothing
to
from
keep
it in
it.
return though.
Oh, there we go.
Just barely catching him with that.
Oh, good F tilt. This could be death. Yep, gets the
It's
Thunder Jolt,
death,
and that is
yeah.
a dead Ken. He's having a really, really solid lead now to start off. Gets the back here. This is already
Oh,
really
my God.
dangerous again. Hey, you know, you cannot focus against Pichu. Oh, there's the down tilted
yeah.
down air, and he gets it!
Just as we talked about earlier, it's such a potent kill option.
Yeah. Oh my lord, now Biscuit does not. Oh my, he just stands there.
Yeah.
He just stands there. He just knows. He knew.
Menacingly. Yeah, he knows that Whiny needs to get to him. He doesn't need to rush him down.
Yeah.
Even though it's something that Pichu is really good
Oh
at.
my god, he gets it over, he gets it down tilt combo. Okay. Keeps it going even though he dropped at one point. Okay,
And
Books
that's
attacks his
still
Thunder
a
at
lot.
least.
Yeah,
That Thunder would have killed.
yeah, I guess so. But at least it's damage for Biscuit, and it lived all, and it's lingering, but it's gonna be a cross stage, and that
that-
would be stock.
Ends the set with a free stock.
Yeah, that's three stock. Really making a
It's a bit of a
statement
statement
there.
there.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a statement there.
Stockholm's here and they're not here to play around.
Yeah. Alright, so up next, our second set of winners finals is going to be Rage versus Riff, formerly known as Poe.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's been focusing on Wolf lately. He started out playing some Sheik as well, but he came to the conclusion that pretty much everyone else does, that there's really no need to play Sheik anymore, because yeah, she still got her combos, but her fair does like, what is it, 4% damage?
Yeah.
So while everyone else I get 3 hits and I do over 30%, 40% damage, yeah, you can get 7 attack combo and you'll do 20%. And she still maintains some of the troubles of killing.
Yeah.
Some attacks have been buffed in terms of killing power,
Yeah.
but it's not the strong point of Sheik. It's not the killing power. So he's been playing Wolf, which has an incredible amount of killing power and damage output. And he'll be playing against Rage, is it?
Yeah, Rage versus Riff.
This will be really interesting actually, because as I've seen from Rage, it seems like he plays a really reserved and patient playstyle. He doesn't overcommit, and he knows how far he can push his combos without overextending, without putting him in a big disadvantage.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes with Riff. He's
Alright.
really patient, and that's really something that the best thing I'd say about Riff as a player is, as soon as he understands what it is he needs to be on the lookout for,
Yeah.
he won't get hit by it. Or if he will, it won't be many times.
Yeah.
I know I had so big troubles getting him with grabs with my Lucas in Smash 4.
Yeah.
It was insanely hard to land a grab at him. And that's really something that notes a good player, in my opinion. It's understanding what the character he faces wants to do
Yeah.
and prevent that,
Well,
or play around
it's
that.
mostly like understanding what the other player wants in general. It's just being able to adapt to that.
Yeah, I
Very
think we're going to see some mid-games adaptations between these two guys, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Alright, let's see what the first stage will end up being. They're going to be doing their stage balance.
Rochambeau.
Yeah, and Riff 1.
Rift takes it with a scissor. Best of one.
Yeah. He's just standing there to make sure that they don't have to be loud to each other.
Yeah.
So because of this, I think he said battlefield. I can't hear what he's banning because of this. It's a true detriment to. This is Rage sabotaging us, so we can't hear what the bans are.
Yeah.
So it
Seems
will be
like a really
surprise.
calm guy in general. As I am really not spoken to him
Yeah,
outside
he's
of the
pretty
game.
reserved in general.
Yeah.
Like he's pretty laid back, reserved.
Yeah, Pops can be as well, or Riff. But when he gets his blood pumping, yeah, he's not that reserved anymore. He's got quite a temperament.
Yeah.
So let's see how he will fare against the ultimate Bayonetta, because it's not a common character anymore.
It's really not no.
So it's kind of hard to get matchup experience against a properly good Bayonetta player, which we have here today. So it's going to be really interesting. While Wolf matchup experience won't really be that hard to come by.
Yeah, no. We definitely have like a handful of people that play Wolf in the Stockholm region. Like Dax for one has a Wolf secondary.
Biscuit also played him some bit, right?
Yeah, I might have, yeah.
Starting out with some blasters, getting like an early standard combo throw to upper and now to fair instead. Taking on some damage, but as we know, Bayonetta she can get a lot of damage quickly as well.
Yep.
There we go. Didn't go for the second witch twist.
Yeah.
You know that wouldn't have connected, so he just went for an air instead. Now
Oh,
there's resetting.
that's the afterburner kick. Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah, afterburner kick is the side B.
It's the aerial side B.
Yeah.
specifically.
And it seems like it's way better in the air than it is on the ground in this game.
Oh yeah, since Heal Slag got pretty significant nerfs, since now it just gets destroyed by shields.
And gets the first stock by doing the up smash on the ledge, which is really smart actually, because it covers a lot of ground. It covers rolls, and it covers the regular get up.
A really good patience there from Rip. He just waited. He knew air dodge was coming, so he just waited for it, checked which direction, and then he just immediately ran up and grabbed it. Oh, the Bayonet hitbox. Bayonetta got hit by the Bayonet hitbox.
Yeah, it was actually quite comical.
Alright, starting to parry. Oh,
That was a really weird F smash.
yeah, that's a pretty weird one. Oh man, really big lead now for Riff.
Oh, and he gets
that's-
that side B.
You don't want to feel that one. That's a rough one.
So the thing that really holds back Wolf is his recovery, but his side B and his up B have both a ridiculous knockback.
Yeah.
So you want to get Wolf off stage and you want to gimp him, but it's a really high risk, high reward doing
Yeah.
it as well.
You're really scared to challenge in general.
Yeah, doing that witch twist also circumvent the end lag of all the specials. Something that is really common to see Bayonetta players, as we know, has played a lot of Smash 4.
Yeah.
Getting a bat with him, getting a grabber from it in return as well. So far, he needs to get that last hit, and I was just gonna say that he's gonna be starting to look out for a back air.
Yeah.
Seems like it's one of her few really solid kill confirms that
Yeah.
still works. Fair also seems kind of decent.
Yeah, there's
after-
definitely like fair combos that
Yeah.
she can do like still pretty consistently, and with like how you rack up all the damage.
The question is how it works with Rage as well. That's like a 23% combo.
Right.
And yeah, Rift does what Wolf does best.
Oh, you're actually getting the heal slide going
Yeah.
right underneath the blaster.
That
Now
was a
in
great
good
use of
advantage.
it.
It was a bit of a greedy down smash there. Oh
Oh,
no!
that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Strong first game from Rift. Getting that early lead, getting the early stock, and then after that, just playing the spacing game with the spaces and racking up damage with that blaster and small hit and run tactics. So I heard banned Lilas and Battlefield from Rift. So the big question is what stage will Rage pick?
Yoshi's story.
Interesting.
That's what I was looking like. So,
I
correct
wonder
me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the stage is actually different from the melee version.
I
It feels a
I
lot
haven't
bigger.
played. I haven't played really Melee since I was a kid.
I don't know if it's the
I have-
camera, but it feels a lot bigger than the melee one.
Okay, interesting.
Probably the camera. Feels like the camera
I
for
miss
melee
Randall
is...
though. It's like a long lost
Yeah,
friend that's
dude.
been forgotten. Like I hope so much that they implement that you can have both
Have a-
stages with and
Yeah,
without
exactly. Yeah.
hazards,
Hazards.
and also like some stages like a Smashville.
Hej va? Höja den. Advanced audio properties. Mic. Så. Det är väl bättre. Tar vi
Yeah,
snabbt.
so I really hope that they changes that you can mix them up because like
Yeah.
Smashville's platform moving. That's
Yeah,
what
Smash.
have to-
I think Smashville is really boring when it's Ashes.
Yeah, so do I. So right, Rage taking the early lead this time.
And immediately we're answering back with
Yeah, exactly.
Ultimate's damage output is so ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, it goes so quickly, but I really like it. And the air dodge mechanic changes. Man, it makes for such a more fun playing game.
I still think the air dodge mechanic could have been a little bit more fine-tuned in some places.
Yeah, I am totally with you on that point.
But in general, it does feel really nice. It feels a lot nicer than Smash Bros.
Yeah. So
Alright.
after burning kick, which twists up after burning kick to a nair, just resetting neutral, and then he's gonna. No, I thought that he would like to just keep Riff on the ledge there, but he actually went for kind of a hard read. I guess he wanted a roll in. Oh, and what a
Oh,
tech!
tax it this time.
Really good, really good.
So can you get a kill from it? No.
Also DI'd in order to take that as well.
Also, Nair is such a bad kill move now. It used to be pretty decent in Smash 4, from what I remember. It's
Back here
pretty.
isn't a bad kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I have a really hard time figuring out how Bayonetta will play in this game. Because, yeah, she still got her combos and SDI have been nerfed to the ground pretty much. But all her kill power, or not all her kill power, but much of her kill power have been significantly reduced.
Yeah.
Setting up a trip with a down tilt, at least get a blaster out. And he knows that it's on a high percent and he don't want to take any risk. He want to keep this stock for as long as he can. So he's going to play around with the blasters, just doing how to cancel back airs, nairs and fairs.
Alright, finally gets caught by it, and now, very unlike the first game, at least Rage is keeping it even more even this time.
Yeah.
I think having this tinier space to move around in.
Yeah, and that wasn't even a Bayonetta combo, that was just strings that did 29% damage. So he's slowly but surely inching his way back, but there's the uppers from the grab. Just want to keep him in the air because Bayonetta, she doesn't really have that great landing on those. Up smash won't do it at this percent, but it's nice damage if nonetheless and sets up for more juggling.
Oh
Just
my God.
running into the shield,
Yeah.
doing some mind tricks, and there we got some nice damage from that short but sweet combo.
Oh, I feel he had Burrito on it, but not quite the spacing. Like he knew
Yeah.
he would try and get up, and so right now gets the back and not quite
Ooh,
killing.
almost killing.
No!
Oh, and that was an untakeable one.
He
And
lost the second stock just like he did last game.
yeah, and it's really, and for those who doesn't know that, you can see if it's an untakeable by now if there would be a red flash instead of a green and blue flash.
It's the smoke, isn't it? Is it reach the smoke?
No, the smoke.
Is it the
smoke.
flat? I thought it was the smoke.
Living through the fair, I always thought that would kill. No, like you know the animation that plays when you hit the stage or the stage in general, green, blue like sparks. When it's red, you can't take it.
Oh yeah.
And he's
Yes,
he's still living. Really playing it safe in order to keep his stock. And that's a hard read. What?
Doesn't get punished.
Doesn't get punished by it.
Only number back and kill it's over 200%.
Yeah, and if that wouldn't kill by now, holy smokes! I wouldn't never have believed it if someone said it 1 year ago. But buffed Bayonetta.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I've even seen like some people like say that you don't necessarily want to buff Bayonetta, just fix her. Like there are like some moves that like don't work properly. Apparently, I don't know. She's apparently pretty whack. Like, I've seen like some of the top Bayos that don't think she necessarily needs buffs. She just has some moves that aren't actually functional anymore.
Yeah,
That's
that's
at least
really
what it is.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Baxter won't kill, so we're going to set up an offstage situation with F throw, and this is something that Riff really excels at. And and it's not really the big punishes nowadays as it was in Smash 4, but you're going to see that when Riff gets someone off stage, he tends to use nair and attacks that covers a lot of options.
Yeah.
Being an old Sheik player, that's something that he really excels at, covering several options, especially when they get people on the ledge.
Alright, now Rage is actually starting to catch up a decent bit, but he's
that's
getting a
hard
compliment
nair.
there.
Yeah.
Hard out in there, and Rift is going to take
second game, and-
number 2.
Really pushing it closer this time for Rage. I have a suspicion that it might be the mid-game adaptations as we previously talked about.
Yeah.
And let's see what adaptations he can make after that last game.
Go right back to Yoshi's story. Is he gonna stake the character? Yep, staying the Bayo. He does have like a few other characters. I know he used to play Cloud in Smash 4, and I believe he also transfers Cloud over to this game.
Alright.
But I don't know if he just doesn't feel like trying out Cloud in the Wolf
I
matchup.
don't know how that matchup would work. He got the range, but does he got the maneuverability that he likes? Hard to say. And also, he doesn't have the combos as Bayo does, at least. Starting out strong here. I'm just gonna keep on playing this basic game with the
Playing it pretty safe just with the blasters, yeah.
and as soon as he gets a chance, he
Oh,
mixes
nice
it up.
read on that air dodge. Oh, another really nice air dodge read.
And that's a quick half stop.
Alright, I guess the back throw gets him off stage. Tries to shoot with the blasters to cover options. Force low. Oh.
I'm gonna reset on the top cut from there. That's a really greedy smash attack. Not really something that we usually see, but sometimes you can feel it rolling behind doing a down smash.
So I think the big thing Rage is looking at for in this game, which we've already seen, is he's trying to find gaps where he knows Rift will air dodge. Like there, like he waits, he will intentionally stop his string for a bit, because he knows Rift is gonna air dodge.
Yeah.
He caught them multiple times early on, now he just needs to be able to catch them where it actually counts. Okay, there he gets it back here, gets him off stage. Oh no, he has now 3 games in a row lost his second stock to side B.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate situation for Rage.
Something that really needs to keep in mind.
Alright, finally
That's
gets to
gonna
net
be
himself a
a
KO
soft
off
right?
of a witch time.
But thank God the up smash kills at that percentage when you get the wish time. If you don't, if it didn't, man, I'd feel sorry for all the Bayonetta mains. Don't get any conversion from this witch twist, only 4%. Afterburner kick, which twist, 50% damage. You want to see an upper? No fair.
Which twist? Gets
This
a
might
little
be
bit
the,
damage?
no. Is it that Wolf is heavy or is he good as SDIing down? Because I thought that it would be leading to another Witch twist to maybe a fair after. Getting behind, getting down tilt, but not the.
Oh, and gets caught by the down smash
down
and
smash
wake
on
up
the-
and rip. Yeah, we got the number 3-0 in
Yes.
winner in
I saw the 3-0.
our winner semi set.
Yeah, like on the top 16, there was a lot of, or top 32 at least, there was a lot of really good 3 or game 5s, some game 4s and so on as well. But so far it's been really one-sided on our top 8.
Yeah.
First Biscuit 3-0ing Winey in quite a commanding way, especially in the last game. That was really, you really saw that Biscuit was feeling it there. And this time with 3-0ing Rage. And now I see Miguel is going up on the stage.
Yep, versus
Also
Winey.
Winey again.
Yep.
Winey, our Ken player that we told about earlier. Miguel is also a player from Stockholm. I've seen him use his Rob to
Yeah.
and have gotten great results with that.
So Rob
He's
is a
using
character.
now Rob.
Rob,
Yeah.
he's actually played Rob like since Brawl even, I believe. Like
Oh.
he had a Brawl. He played mostly Ice Climbers, like in tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
But he had a Rob. He
Yeah.
played Rob mostly in Smash Bros.
Yeah, and to go into Cloud in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
later stage.
yeah.
of Smash
Later stage he went to more to Cloud, which his Cloud was great. It was actually pretty good. It was really nice. He played it especially a lot in doubles together with M.
I remember, I thought that his Rob was better than his Cloud, but that was also maybe because in the early stages of Smash 4 he was a really prominent player, while kind of dropping off a little bit in the last stages of Smash 4. And that's not saying that he's a bad player, not at all. But we had some players in Sweden who was really dominant at the end game of Smash 4. But it's really great for Miguel to hear that Rob isn't a bad character in this game. He wasn't bad per se in Smash 4, but it's really a lot better in Ultimate so far.
Yeah, it's definitely more like the mid-high tier.
Yeah, I think that's fair placement for him in the tier list. Although, you know, tier lists are kind of deceptive this early in the stage as well.
Yeah.
But you can clearly tell that it's a good character. He has some kill power with his... it's side D, right? The spinning move.
Yeah, yes, that's correct.
Also, you know, we got some gyro setup still. The lasers on the gyro off stage is also a better tool now that the air dodges have been toned down since Smash 4. So we can see a lot of really fun shenanigans off stage with Rob. Also with that recovery, he tends to do a really good job off stage. So I'm really interested in seeing what Miguel will be doing here.
Sounds. I
That's
heard
wrong.
Smashville. I'm not sure if that's what they're playing or if that was his band.
No, I think that's what they're playing. We'll see. We'll have our answer soon enough.
Yeah.
So, big question how this matchup will fare out, because it feels like Ken will have great combo potential against Rob. Rob has some combos as well, but most importantly, can Rob keep Ken out?
Yeah, this will be interesting. Alright, so first game, Winey versus Help. Help is his new type. I'm not sure what the story is behind that, but Miguel has always been one to have a bit of interesting tags at our locals.
Yeah. Help just ended up.
Yeah, Help just ended up sticking. It was like he changed. I think it's what ended up happening. It was like might have changed it on like Smash GG for one of our locals, not realizing that you can only change them once every 6 months.
That's actually pretty funny.
If I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, then I think that's really funny.
Yeah. And yeah, that might be his help. I need to change this. And then back here, keeping playing the neutral here. And here we're gonna see Rob just trying to keep him on ledge and keep him off stage would be even better. Getting a little lead, but that's something that can change really quickly. And also that side B off ledge, it will kill at 60%.
Yeah.
Almost getting the gyro.
Gets a good grab. It's the up throw. Oh,
Smart uses
good
of the top platform there.
Yeah, a really good patience there. Oh, that's actually it's really nice.
Smart stall,
Yeah, smart stall with the Hadouken. It's always interesting seeing what kind of.
nullifies the gyro midair. Didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
most hitboxes or projectiles typically push the gyro back.
Yeah.
Did that in Smash 4 too.
Yeah, I know they pushed back, but it looked like it was completely disappearing. Maybe it's just I didn't see it on the small screen. But
But looking really, really
the
good
near
for
to
White.
fair there, really solid. Just extending his lead, and as we see, Ken, or more likely Whiny, he doesn't want to hold back and extend his lead. He just wants to get in your face and smash up your face. Also, if it was
That's
it's
not
gonna
dead,
be
not
killable.
dead. Oh,
That's dangerous. Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see.
tough.
I didn't see if I was tackable or not. Actually,
Neither did I. That that's a back there when there's invincibility.
He was just
left.
like, oh, he's back. I'm gonna hit. Oh, he
I,
died to the back.
I can relate to that. I'm always too eager.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it at ledge here. Focus stack won't help there, but it
Yeah.
actually works the second time. I was surprised to not see the second up hit there.
Okay, there you go. Eats a little bit of damage from doing that wake up DP.
Yeah, and also that's like in Smash 4 that was Windy special. He loved to do weak wake up DPs as a bait and then he punished that with
Yeah.
Smash.
Oh, yeah,
he did
yeah,
it all the time.
The foot.
The foot, yeah, is a legendary term by our very own Slime here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and the multi hit. Alright, look at super solid. Alright, all he needs now is the foot.
there's something as well that's really notable as Windy. He was so good at power shielding in Smash 4. He's great at parrying already.
Yeah. Oh, the
And
side
that
B is
might
not gonna
kill,
kill. No,
no?
not killing. Not from the edge of the stage. Like if
Alright,
you would have been off stage,
really
yes.
need to
But,
do it off stage. Alright.
yeah.
Good to know.
When it's like on stage, it kills closer to like 120, I think.
Alright.
Or there might be depending.
DP.
The big thing for me is I can't really do estimates for things because I play Pichu, which means I die like 50%
Yeah,
earlier than everyone else.
Oh, nice back there. Calling. Getting him while landing there. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah. As I said, he
Looking like third strike out here.
yeah, really knows those pairing. I don't think Miguel was happy about that.
And what's he doing? He's doing something.
Yeah, he was really quick to get up on his feet after the game. I'm fidgeting with the switcher. Might be want to reconnect his Pro control or something. I don't know.
With the Battlefield and Yoshi Stories, he's banning the triplats.
Yeah, and I think that can be a good idea, especially if he's getting grabs on platforms. That can be really scary as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, he has quite a few tools to hit people who are on platforms as well.
Oh yeah, you can shark under it pretty well.
Yeah.
Like with Nair for what? Like Nair obviously this is one of his like probably best moves in this game.
Yeah.
Because Nair you can up tilt, you can
Up tilt, up
short
smash.
up, short up air.
Yeah. Also, have you seen like the shenanigans Rob can do with his movement, like recovery?
Yeah, I
testing?
saw like on Twitter there was someone who was like he had to break in his controllers. He did some movement drills with Rob.
Yeah.
They would basically just reverse all over the place.
It was so. That was exactly what I saw as well, and it was beautiful. I almost got a tiny bit of a horde on when I watched it. I love the movement.
Their movement's sick.
Yeah, and I like seeing that in Ultimate as well. That it's more movement based.
Okay, this is
Getting
looking
the
alright.
gyro, but I don't know if that's what they wanted. But oh, smart! It actually uses some seed drops and catching it with aerials.
Oh man,
Miguel
his,
got a quick early lead here.
yeah.
Really racking up the damage.
It seems like a lot of Wany's like attempted focus attack stuff is not working out very well.
Yeah, focus is not as good as it was in Smash 4,
Yeah.
for sure. Getting the gyro once again.
Oh, it
tried
was
to drop it.
beautiful drag down.
Yeah, unfortunately he didn't get the update there, but Miguel really got his. I can see that he plays a lot more Rob again, and it's fun to see a Rob again.
Yeah, this Rob is super nice. It's super cool to watch in general.
Yeah, I really like his Rob as well. I haven't played it. I bet I'd hate. Oh, beautiful!
Ooh, beautiful that beautiful step into down air F tilt
Yeah.
with that F tilt.
Miguel is getting him off stage here, and he's going for
Well,
the
this,
side
I
B.
mean that's not KOing just yet.
Barely,
No.
not skills. barely surviving that.
Oh,
and
but he
that's
gets the
when
number one, and that's when he's gonna take
He
him
knew
right
it.
out of
He
there.
was searching for it, and just like that, he tied out the first stock and getting an early leader with backer, keeping Ken on ledge.
And he's getting a lot of spots on his
yeah,
antlers. Oh, he wanted to get the
Oh.
early one there. Oh my god. Oh, we actually
Really going deep, both players. Nice to see. Both of these players just almost getting
he
it
wanted
again.
number one.
Both of these players they're both so explosive. I didn't know Miguel was this explosive with his rob in this game, and I love it. I love to see it.
Oh man, he's trying to go
I
for
don't
pressure.
really know, that up smash felt a little bit out of place. Oh, that gyro placement. It was so good spacing, it almost got off stage there. Spacing I was back here.
Becker seems like super. I don't remember if it was as good in like Smash 4, but it
No,
feels
I
like
think
he.
it's better.
Yeah, he used it like
It's
way
better in
more.
neutral. It feels like it's better in neutral.
Well, it's not gonna quite
Getting
get
that
out.
up smash, the F smash doesn't seal the deal yet though. Go for the second spin attack.
There's
Down
another
smash.
spin attack.
Yeah, but but not the same.
Not the good one.
Yeah, exactly. Not the one that you want to use on stage.
Oh, okay, gets
good read on the grab there, spot dodging right through that and getting a small punish in return, but getting him on the ledge, which is, as we saw with the last stock, it can be a scary place to be. That was a
unfortunately,
really
it's not.
yeah, that was a misinput or something. That wasn't
Yeah.
what we wanted to see.
Oh my god, gets reversal.
Yeah, yes, you got the DP from.
Yeah. He's using it as a proper anti-air.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh, this is. If he
That
would've
was
side beat it-
scary.
If he would have gone the side beater, I'm pretty sure he would have been done. Okay, there we go. Gets the Fox attack off actually there. Ooh, this is super dangerous for Miguel.
It's in the roundhouse, but at least it's still getting him on that show. Let's keep it in really close percentage-wise. Although
Oh.
it's hard to say whose character would kill earlier in this matchup because it seems really, really situational.
Oh god.
I knew he was going for the back end there, but he buffered it a bit too early. Unfortunately, didn't get the jump.
Okay, oh, Vajaro keeping him so he can get back to neutral. Oh, that's a back. Oh, this is really scary. Oh, and a cross up.
Nice cross up. Auto correcting as well. Oh, getting the gyro.
What's he drop?
Gonna use that Tatsumaki trying to get out of the situation there. But Miguel has still yet not been able to reset neutral.
Alright, he has center stage now at least. Yeah, finally
And
he's the
now-
one that has Whiny off stage.
Oh.
Good spot dodge. Oh, he's just trying to keep Whiny out.
Oh.
And he gets to confirm into the DP,
Out
and
of two.
Whiny takes game number 2 as
You
well.
can really see the fear in Miguel there, or in help there, because he got the center stage, which was fighting for such a long time, but he just had to retreat from Wiley's relentless assault, getting that kill when he was cornered. But this game was a lot closer than the first game. Let's see if it will be as close, or if Help actually has what it takes to bring this back.
Yeah, same stage. He definitely feels like it's not the stage's fault. He just needs to play a little bit better.
Yeah, and I don't blame him, because he really was making moves in the last game. Really great start from Winey. He just keeps racking up this damage. That might be a Shoryuken. Yeah, I've been playing for Winey for too long.
Yeah.
But 40% answering back here from Helm, and get the stage control, center stage, going for the gyro again here.
Alright.
Getting that tech situation there, but doesn't want to overextend, so he doesn't really go for anything more than a projectile for the miss tech there. Going on with the fair spacing, getting two of them, and getting some nice damage, and this is a good punish.
Yeah. Well, it was
He-
decent, but oh,
yeah.
it's the back air, I think.
He didn't want to extend it too long or charge up the up smash too long, because I guess it doesn't, like, how many Ken players do we have in Sweden?
Yeah.
Two, as far as I know, him and Kwasi.
Yeah.
So
He lasered.
that's super unfortunate.
He lasered instead of doing the up B, so yeah, he's just taking a little bit.
And I hear the Stockholm crowd shouting encouragements to help here, and I think that's what you want. You want your crowd. Oh, what a
Oh my god,
combo!
this is such a good combo right now from Whiny though. Are we gonna see Whiny get his revenge on Stockholm after getting free stock by Biscuit?
Yeah, exactly.
gonna return the
He's
favor.
out for blood.
Return a favor to Biscuit's teammate.
Jag tror att om det är jättenådigt.
Oh, and he actually
yeah.
goes for it, and he gets the free stock, getting his getting a little venting out maybe after free stock, getting free stock by Biscuit. Now free stocks his teammate right back in
This
game
is
three.
Wine's third strike, so to speak. Glad to see that Stockholm and Västra Götaland is here, keeping it close. And as previous games, they have all been really one-sided. Even though there have been close games and less close games, it's been the winner of these games have almost won the sets every time.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the most stupid things I've said in quite a while. The winner of the games usually wins the set. That rings true every time. But I meant though that, yeah, the one that had momentum has really been carrying it through the entirety of the set. Now I see Joink is getting up on stage.
Yep, he's gonna play against Rage.
Oh, alright, interesting. So, Yoink has been playing a lot of Belmonts. Also picked up a Young Link as a pocket character quite recently. And actually is starting to get some results with his Young Link as well. It's actually a character that really fits his playstyle. In Smash 4 it was a Mario and Corrin main. I really liked that bait and punish, spacing out his characters. Tended to use Corrin a way lot more than Mario in the end of the game. And so far he has been putting the most mileages with Belmonts. And Belmont as a character, it's an interesting character. It can be infuriating, but it's a really interesting character.
Yeah.
With all the projectiles and the ledge traps and that range.
Whip in general.
Yeah, exactly. It's fast, it's got kill power,
Yeah.
it's...
I saw Whoopi do some really scary stuff at Valhalla.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's
Yeah,
the last time I've seen of like Belmonts was just like watch Whoopi and it was scary.
Exactly.
I got to play him in
I-
doubles and it was scary.
I've heard great things about Whoopi's Belmonts.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it myself, but if I've had like 10 people telling me how great his Belmonts are, my guess is that they are pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
And I know Whoopi as a player is a really good player as well. He's an exceptional Smash player. And he's been that for quite some time up here in the Scandinavian region. And he's going to play Belmonts against Rage Bayonetta. So, and that's also something I think Bayonetta can excel at, keeping Belmonts off stage, which is, they don't want to be there. That's how you kill Belmonts. That's what they recover. Starting out, slow and safe, afterburner kick, which twist, up air fair. That's 48%.
Decent combo, but a little bit better than we saw versus Rip. So maybe this
Definitely
just has a
better.
little bit nicer combo weight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he already is keeping it up and having returned the favor and kind.
And now it's even. And that's,
Oh, that cross actually cancelling out his combo.
and that's something that I noticed. I played like 2 friendlies before with Rage, before getting up and doing commentary, and I was hit with, when I used a projectile on Wish Swipe, they have increased the range from 30 to 60 units. They double the size,
That's a good bit.
but it's way shorter, so you know,
Yeah.
give and take, says Daddy Sakurai. Oh, and doing
there's
afterburner
still-
kick into the holy water is not the way you want to go. You can't tank through that apparently, and that will be the first stop. Holy water trying to do a down. I don't know if that was an up tilt, but it looks like a taunt.
It was an attack. For sure. It was assuming he would like SBSDing up so you could just hit him again.
Yeah.
Wow, that more holy water.
Yeah, and the holy water is such a scary tool. It's slow, but it's really good. We're gonna see. Oh, and that's
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
stop.
another stock. It's another stock.
Yeah,
Take
and
it
we're
already.
we're going to see. You see that one? Oh,
He ran under it.
that
He
was
ran
fucking
so-
ridiculous.
So yeah, I assume what happened there because
Yeah.
I saw some Twitter videos on this as well, like where it was literally that a Mario just ran underneath and then F smashed the Bayo.
Yeah, well, it was really close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
So I guess he has a bit of a choice now for some
I
reason.
want to see this
So-
in the votes later on.
Yeah, so you know what? I agree. Fix Bayonetta, please. Give
Yeah,
Fix Bayonetta real quick.
especially oh,
Get the bullets.
welcome to Detroit. what a shot!
Oh god.
Really great snipe there from Rage and doing witch twist. That's almost a tongue twister.
That's,
To not
that's a bit
fair.
of a twister, yeah. The Witch
Here we
Twister.
go.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go, getting
extending
a
that combo.
really good string there. It's-
Really good one.
He wanted
it
to. I
was
think he
so
wanted to.
slow with the air.
I think he wanted to win time it or something, but he
Yeah.
missed it.
Or maybe pick it up.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. We're not the ones to question Rage because he's here in top 8 and we're not.
I didn't even enter.
Oh, so that's your job.
Yeah.
Mine is just that I fucking suck. Alright, coming back to the game here. Oh, and
Oh, that was a
the axe
nasty
to the
setup.
F smash.
That's a
Oh.
nasty setup right there.
He got so much hit stuff. Like, here in Yoshi's Island and Lilac being banned here by Yoink, so let's see what Rage wants to pick. But also, you know, that axe, the hit stun on it, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it
It's the hit stun on shield, it's actually that good, so if you get caught on the ledge, you can do axe to F smash and it can break a fresh
Oh,
shield.
that's disgusting.
I can break a fresh shield. So if you're on the ledge and you see there's an axe coming from me, eat it, or more importantly, parry it. Parry it.
Yeah.
That's your best option because if you spot dodge it, well, you're going to
Yeah,
eat the
active
F
frames.
smash.
That's active frames in general. Yeah, it's that plus it's.
Yeah, it's-
got pretty nasty active frames since
That's
it's
the one.
traveling.
So it's really hard, and if you actually manage to spot dodge it, you'll eat the F smash anyway. So you really almost gotta parry it or avoid it. But if you're getting up from ledge and you see that axe coming in, it's hard to avoid it.
Yeah.
A little bit greedy axe there, making Rage come in just under it because it was so close.
Oh,
He has a 56% conversion in return from that overextension by Yoink.
Oh, okay.
I thought from back.
Oh, there we go. This could be.
that
This,
might
this
be
could be a
something.
dead.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah.
is stuff.
He felt like going out just to make sure, but he didn't even need it.
Yeah,
I reckon way better for Rage this game.
yeah, night and day, and that up B using that out of shield as a way to as a get off me tool, really good.
Picking up B as a get off me tool.
Yeah, and that's 56% once again.
Yep.
So Rage really makes adaptations already. Oh,
The
and that
axe.
going through the stage is such a scary thing.
The fact that it like goes right by the ledge and then it just
Yeah,
still travels on a
really
little
well
pixel.
placed,
It's really.
but also really hard to avoid at the same time, or avoid and get back properly. Alright, so Rage just extending this lead at the moment. He's at 142%, so this will kill him. Oh, it gets bat within. Really nice escape. That down air was so smart. Oh,
B is gonna kill now.
getting the up B in return though, finishing that stock and 89, 100%, 120,
All right.
130%. Alright.
Oh, and he keeps up with the
getting-
bullets too to try
Nice
and
one.
keep pushing off a bit. Which move is that? The one where he does the.
Down
leap?
tilt.
It's down tilt.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's down tilt and it's you can do down tilt and then down tilt once again and that's when it will do the flip or when it will jump. This one
Oh,
kill.
no!
Oh,
Oh, this is looking real dangerous now for Rage actually.
yeah. Oh, and it actually has been quite nerfed in the kill power as well.
Oh god.
Such a good escape there from Rage. And the F won't kill. But he gets some shots in. Not killing this time though. Using the down tilt to retreat, almost like Snake can use its dash attack to retreat or close the gaps. Showing great patience, staying in shield there, getting off with an F tilt. And that's gonna be
That's
stop
gonna be
number
the,
2.
that's gonna be the confirmed.
You really gotta. And the thing is, it's really hard if you're already pressed get up, the neutral get up. Well, you're screwed when the holy water gets in there. But if the holy water is there, like there, don't get up. Just wait, and pray to God that he doesn't throw an axe.
Yeah. Man, this is.
Oh,
god!
almost
Joink.
killing actually.
Joink is just keeping him out really well now.
Oh, barely escapes that back here there. Little bit misplaced by Rage and lucky for Yoink.
That was a really beautiful angle on that. On
Yeah.
the silhouette. Actually,
Really tricky.
I'm a really big fan of Yoink's projectile usage.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan so far of how he positions himself to get like specific angles with moves. There you go, gets
Great
in there.
there. Great
Finally
there.
gets a bit of a gimp on going on.
Also saw that Yoink used a directional air dodge just in order to get a bit more distance while recovering because that's Belmont's Bane. And that would be an up B? No. Not connecting though.
Oh, the heel slide
After
actually.
the- yeah, yeah,
It's
the
right
heel slide.
underneath that.
Really great use of it
And
this
actually,
time.
not in the direction you want it probably.
Yeah, he's used that twice now to great. Oh, that's yeah.
Oh man, alright, Yoink takes game number 2 as well.
But we saw Rage doing some adaptations here, like
Yeah.
going out, getting that recovery with the Nair, getting a great snipe with the pistols.
Yeah.
And let's see if he can keep up these adaptations. And also, I think I've only seen him do the heel slide twice. in the game.
Yeah, he hasn't.
And
The thing is,
both times it's been
it's hit.
great times
Hit
to
both
use them.
times. I feel like it's a lot more situational now because the main thing is it loses the shield hard because it gets stopped by shields now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It doesn't cross up shields anymore.
Yeah, I didn't even put that in my calculations.
Yeah, like right
yeah,
there.
it's a
Yeah.
perfect situation of that.
It no
Almost
longer
like we
cross up
heard.
shields, so it's just you gotta use it a bit more sparingly.
Yeah.
I think so. It also doesn't lead to as great of a punish as far as I remember.
All right.
Then compared to Smash 4. That's also
Oh.
that's a thing.
That was,
There you go. Unsafe on shield. That's when you eat the witch twist.
yep. 42% in the answer on doing that unsafe option. Okay, setting up a back air there once again. Going for the afterburner kick overhead to a Nair. Still, and get the 2-frame with that Icer.
Yeah.
Or at least,
Oh no!
unfortunate, very unfortunate.
Looking really good for Joink already.
Using the
Move it, double
both
hits,
sides.
and keep catching another air dodge.
Yeah, Yoink is really playing this well.
Joink's
Getting
setups
out
and
of it.
reads are actually amazing right now.
Yeah.
He has the momentum.
Yeah, for sure. And since he moved to Gothenburg, his gameplay has been. Oh, it's such a great buff on the range,
Yeah.
though. It looks really weird, but taking a moment on the respawn platform to compose itself.
He jumps over Rolly Water this time and actually managed to get himself a bit of a punish going here. Oh, he keeps it
Maybe
going.
Punish, that was 51% of
Yeah.
doing a way better way of avoiding the holy water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Yoink has been he's been increasing so fast in his playstyle since he moved to Gothenburg, and yeah,
Nice game.
Great usage of the gun spots again. They're catching the second jump, I believe, and in order for that, yeah, he didn't have the range needed to connect with that tether of his. Cross to fire.
This is
Yeah,
really
setting up
dangerous
another
now.
off-stage situation, and as you see, Belmont won't go off-stage because where they get the kills, it's on the ledges. Really solid trap game. Oh, that was a nice usage of fair connected to an afterburner kick.
Alright, really good
Racking
damage.
up a
now.
lot
This
of
is-
damage
this
by
is
that.
Definitely looking like Rage's game now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really stepped up the game from the last game. Tipped it back in.
hold on, wait. Does switch timing projectiles make them yours?
What?
I just saw him get hit by the cross coming back. I think.
No, the cross has a hit back cover returning as well.
No, I mean, no, it hit Yoink.
Oh, what? I didn't even pay any attention to that.
Rage. Your which time projectile not did. Sick.
That's insane. That's some great knowledge to share on the stream actually, because I had no idea of
Yeah, I
that.
didn't know that. Not sure if it did it in Smash 4. I don't think it did.
it did.
So,
Great pickup there, Slime,
Yeah.
and great knowledge by Rage by knowing this, that which timing
Yeah.
projectiles make them yours. And I don't think Yoink knew that either.
yeah.
Really smart.
Alright, so Battlefield is going to be our
Great.
pick for game number 4.
So Rage picking up game number 3, and really, yeah, he really did a great job on the game through there. But and there we see,
Yeah.
that's the shield damage it does on a fresh shield.
Scary.
It's really scary.
Bit disgusting too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Oh, good heel slice
Yeah,
there.
once again, great heel slide. There's only been like one heel slide that is used in like the entirety of his sets that I've watched. That hasn't been.
It has
great
not worked
time.
out.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's the one. Honestly, the only one I've seen was like the one where he did it on his shield, but he was still behind him, so it's still nothing Yoink can do to punish it.
Yeah, exactly. Because the best out of shield option for Belmont, it is the up B. And of course you can do the B reverse up B out of shield, but it's a more taxing thing than an up smash out of shield or something like that, or
Yeah.
an air out of shield for Yoshi or something.
Yeah.
Getting the first stock, even though Yoink was had a heavy commanding lead, And so the big question is now, will Rage be able to keep this up, extending his lead with all his combos? I think he might be.
Oh my god, he's keeping it up, gets another solid read. Is that gonna be off the top? It's off the top!
It is a player combo.
That
Once
was an amazing combo.
again. Yeah,
That was
really well played.
They had
by
a
Rage.
perfect reset in it too, where he said he forced
waited, yeah.
Yoink up onto he reset himself on the platform. Yoink was on top platform.
And there.
He read the roll perfectly,
Yeah.
then kept the combo going with another afterburner kick.
Things-
I don't
that's
think he's
number
gonna
one.
mind losing that stock very much with the lead he has right now and
No.
momentum Rage probably
Yeah,
possesses.
that takes a toll on you mentally as well. And
Yeah.
if you do it yourself, man, you're really feeling yourself. And that's which twist?
Go.
Once again, which time once again? Sorry. Yeah, that was a beautiful combo. And people are getting mad about Bayonetta combos in Smash 4. Well, they're rare now, so please enjoy them when you see them because that was
Also, that
fucking
was
beautiful.
that combo. Also, in my opinion, wasn't even like really Smash 4 type because it had. I appreciate the
was
fact that it had a reset in it.
Yeah,
And I said, like, someone who's more like into fighting games as well. That was just a reset.
yeah. And
Where you
also-
reset the situation, you go back and gain all your resources, and you're not allowed to start your combo from new. And I think that was really cool that he managed to.
Almost get it once again. Yeah, but it was a great execution of that combo. Deserved it in every way. I can see Yoink playing more reserved now because he knows that Rage is looking for those back airs
Where she's
or,
a beat
or
one.
which time, and he wants that stock gone. He wants him on a last stock situation.
He's spacing out really slow, but that's not the
And
best.
he knew that he wouldn't be able to punish that,
Yeah.
so he didn't go down and put himself in a bad situation.
Here you go,
Off
Lance.
burning kick overhead to the
Back
back
here.
air.
And Rage actually a pretty convincing game for it.
Yeah, I gotta say, really turning that around. And now the big question is, how will Yoink respond to this?
Yeah, I'm not
From
sure. It
going
was,
2-0 to 2-2,
yeah, Rage
it
definitely
takes-
seems to be getting the download going now, especially.
yeah, we've seen some great adaptations from Rage in this set, and I'm glad to see it such a close set as well because it's our first game 5 in top 8.
Yeah, actually, it's like one of the few times. It's like,
This is kind of rare, I'd say, to have these kind of 3-0s as we've had in the beginning or the startup of top 8. And so let's see if Yoink can figure out what are the adaptations Rage has been doing in the last 2 games, and if he has an answer for that. Because I know Rage, for a fact, is a more veteran player when it comes to fighting games than Yoink is. And you can see that with the adaptations and also the the not getting fatigued mentally.
yeah.
And that's something that's, it takes time to get up to that level of play.
Already, we're seeing a really strong start from Rage.
Yeah, getting off these early Bayonetta combos, racking up around 50% as he's been doing very consistently.
Yeah.
Trying to get the tech chase from rolling away with the axe, but Rage roll in and to be
yeah.
double down here. Alright.
That was the trade, so.
Won't kill yet though, the F smash.
Oh my god, that's a
Oh,
game.
that's great.
That's a game.
That's-
Really
that's
solid.
Solid game,
Yeah.
Rage.
And that's how he has to play it.
Yoink is taking a second. It's taking himself a little second just to calm down.
Also notice the fact that he's at times throwing the cross behind him.
Yeah.
If he does it and jumps over it, he will not have any end range. He will just continue going.
Very similar to how Link players would toss the boomerang behind them and use that as
Exactly.
a thing coming back.
Great likeness there. Have to agree, it's really similar. Afterburner kick downwards angle to an air, putting him up on the platforms. And
That's a free witch twist.
yeah, still living, but playing from a heavy disadvantage now. And the thing is, he throws the holy water there in order to get down because he doesn't want to be on the platform against Bayonetta as a cyber player. Really don't want that. Get the
Bart
That's
moves in
it.
right through and gets the grab.
yeah, great actual direction of the battle within, great awareness.
Perfect spot dodge
Barely avoided that from the end lag of his special threat.
Rage is definitely feeling stuff right now. Oh my god, doesn't quite get the punish he wanted on that, but still keeping it now with a full stock lead. Oh Yeah, it takes a bit of time, just waiting out the X. Alright, gets F tilted, not quite dead yet.
Not yet. Also waiting out that axe there with great patience. Also burning kick after burning kick full twice for fair, but misses fair.
Oh, Epro not quite clear on butt, man.
Once again,
Let's
again,
roll the
that's
climax.
the third
Roll the
time I've seen
climax.
him getting
Let's do
stuck with that. 2 times in this set and 1 time in top 16.
Oh, I don't think he has his jump. I think this is a dead joint. I think that is death.
This is
Yep,
a
he
dead
does not.
no.
He doesn't have a jump, and
This
that
is a dead
backer
joint.
is gonna seal it,
That's
and a free stock for Rage.
Great game.
But this was definitely a set where you could clearly see the amount of adaptation Rage was going through.
For sure.
Losing the first game kind of handily, getting close to game 2, taking game 3, and getting further and further away from Rage, or from Yoink, and just sealing it out very, very solidly.
You can clearly see there what a veteran player Rage is and why he's a force to be reckoned with. He just needed the time for the download and to understand the matchup more properly, and then he was close to deal. Because you don't have any notable Belmonts up in Stockholm, right?
No, we don't. I know we have Soul Finder who like secondaries or like pockets. I know he tried him a bunch when the game dropped. I assume he doesn't mess with that much with him anymore. I assume that's one of the few people he could ever have practiced against the character with. At least within Stockholm.
And it's also such a big difference to play someone who has a pocket character and someone who almost only makes that character.
But Rage in general is he's pretty smart and he's really good at adaptation. Like you saw, he downloaded so many of Yoink's habits and he found openings. That was the biggest part. He found ways to get in because a lot of times he would actually catch Yoink in the startup of his moves.
Yeah.
Because Belmont's had pretty long startup on the whip
For sure,
attacks,
for sure.
so we get in pretty well on those.
Yeah, there's a reason why he was the second best player in Stockholm
Yeah.
in the end of the Smash 4 era. And I can totally see him being one of the very scary players from Stockholm in this game as well.
Yeah.
With S tier Bayo or an F tier Bayo. I don't give a fuck what tier it is. He makes her work and he does it just simply beautiful. Now Riff gonna play Biscuit and her Light and Battlefield is gonna be banned from Riff side. And they're going to Pokemon Stadium with Biscuit's choice.
Alright, so it's gonna be Riff versus Biscuit. Wolf.
Might be a Wolf Pichu once again.
Very, very possible.
I know Riff played against Fami, a Pichu player from Skövde. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And he told me that he has very good matchup experience against Pichu.
Yeah. I noticed that too because I played him in doubles actually in Grands forever. I noticed that both him and Tonsana did not seem very well versed about how to fight Pichu.
No, exactly. And the thing is that Fami, he's been not showing up to the locals very much lately because he has schoolwork. And Pontus have been showing up now but didn't when Fami played.
Well, they
That's a
picked the
forfeited-
Battlefield version.
That's a forfeited stock. Now I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah.
They picked the
first
Battlefield
save.
version.
Yeah.
Picked the wrong stage there real quick.
So I talked a bit with Winey beforehand when they played Biscuit on what to think or what to have in mind playing Pichu because Fami actually told me some things to keep in mind while playing Pichu, but I know that was after I talked to Riff about him playing Fami, so I'm not sure if he's fully aware of all those things to keep in mind. So it can be interesting to see if he'll be able to escape his combo, staying alive and stuff like that. But we know that he's a really patient player. Oh, that seems like a misinput. But he gets out of that unscathed. A bit lucky, but hey, we all need some luck sometimes. Just seem to, at the moment, space out with Blaster and Nares, some Fairs mix in there as well. Or F-Tilt as well. And so far he's been keeping away from the Pichu combos, but they are bound to hit sooner or later.
Yeah. Biscuit already showing that he's really potent at using the combo game. Because he did a shot against Winey, so
Yeah,
he's no stranger to getting the heavy punishes.
for sure. Now we'll see how he can stay away from those playing Riff, and also staying away from him or not letting him run away with the leads. It's working out the F smash.
Yeah, the thing is, F smash is so stupidly strong.
Yeah, and also I learned that it's safe on shield yesterday.
Yeah, it
That
can
really caught me
it
by
can be
surprise.
it can be unsafe too, like really bad spacing, but in general it's actually safe. Yeah, super good. It's
That back
ridiculous.
throw might kill.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it will
it's
kill.
Pichu.
As you said, lightest character in the game.
Yeah, pops harder than the balloon character. That's when you know you're a bit of a lightweight.
Yeah. What a great, what a great patience showing there. Just not doing anything and Rift just immediately when people jump, getting out of that situation. Trying to get some of maybe a jump or something with the lightning bolts.
Nice recovery of
Yeah,
coming back, but
mix it up.
this is a really good lead for Riff right now. Like,
And
it's-
that's really how Riff or Pontus likes to play.
Yeah.
It's just extending a lead, extending a lead. If you lose focus, if you lose your cool, he'll be there in a second and he will punish you for it.
I think Biscuit might end up having to opt for a character counter pick because this is not working out very well, and cause I feel like he doesn't seem to know really how to play from behind versus a character like Wolf, who is at least not using Pichu.
Also, might have some troubles with someone playing this same as well.
Yeah.
Killing that, taking that stock with an dash attack. Dash attack is actually kind of weird with Wolf. I believe it has 4 hitboxes.
Yeah.
And the one on the toe is great for killing. Also at earlier stages getting set up for your grabs as well. That up tilt, taking wrist first stock, showcasing also how big that hitbox is.
Yeah, the F tilt is
it's a really
pretty
good move.
pretty big for such a tiny boy.
Yeah. It's certainly not a bad attack, let's just leave it at that. And now we're gonna see, yeah, I thought that he would actually be able to extend that combo a bit. But Rage being a factor as well, I don't know, might be really hard to do it at that percent as well. Might be in good DI as well with from me. Oh,
And the bag is yeah, important thing to know is that that does not have a hitbox. Also, I just realized my mistake. That's not Dear Pichu, that's a female. I called it the guy. I apologize in current year 2019. Where political correctness reigns supreme. I apologize. Don't hunt me down, please.
Yeah, you really shouldn't hunt Slime down.
I'm a nice guy, I promise.
A nicer guy is hard to come by.
I'm sorry.
So let's see where the
Yeah, I must be curious to see if he actually sticks with Pichu or if he tries to swap character.
Yeah, because as I've come to understand, he has quite a few characters
Yes,
ups in his sleeve, and
I've
also
seen-
at a high
yeah,
level.
okay, so
Yeah,
Yoshi
yeah.
is Yoshi. He played mostly Yoshi in Smash 4.
Yeah,
in this-
keeping that teal color just as he played in the Smash 4 as
Yeah.
well.
So in this game, I know he's also played like Link. Is one that he's been pretty good at.
Yeah.
But I feel like we'll mostly see his Yoshi from now on,
And-
unless it does really poorly.
And I think it actually might be a good pick as well, because as I know Riff personally, I know that he as well as me has somewhat of a Yoshi issue. And yeah, we have 2 Yoshi players in our local at different skill levels, but I have to say I believe that Biscuit is above both those players in skill level as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this ends up. I know one of the times playing against Yoshi, he actually went back to Sheik and won by doing that. It's not sure if it'll stay Yoshi or if it'll
Stay Wolf.
But as you can see, this is
It's already starting out really strong for Biscuit.
yeah, exactly. It's quite a lot of difference between this Yoshi
Oh my
play
God, he
and
got-
this Peach play.
I can see why this might be a bit frustrating for him as well, because I just saw him get nared out of 140,
Yeah.
then get another one. 8 to foot.
Yoshi, the foot. Yoshi is actually surprisingly strong in this game. I've heard that he had. Oh.
That's a Biscuit special.
And that's the Stockholm special. Everything's a special.
Yes, everything is a special when you're from Stockholm.
And also, I've heard that Yoshi is she had maybe a better combo game in Smash 4, but everything makes this character a better character in Ultimate, even though it could maybe had a better combo potential. Like the downer, I think, what is it, 33% damage? That's
Probably.
something like that. If every hit connects, which isn't gonna be the every time case, but it's still a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So realistically, maybe around 20% damage, which is, you know,
Pretty good.
pretty good.
Pretty alright. Alright, really
I'll go for a heavy punish there.
Yeah,
Just
Biscuit
go for the
actually
best.
is just daring to go for a little bit of a reverse. Oh, that was a
Reading
really
that,
good catch
text
there.
situation.
Really good catch on that wake up.
And we can clearly see a big change in the game plan, or in the game played between Pichu and Yoshi. I believe this is
Oh, really good weight.
Something.
It doesn't catch his landing, but it was really solid weight there. Knowing him with that rush. It's a really commanding lead Biscuit has
gets
right
a
now.
grab out of the Yabo shield.
And this is not Pichu, so he's not gonna die from a back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Yoshi's actually kind of thick.
Yeah, he's a fat dinosaur. You don't see it on him, but he's got a packing quite the weight in that nose of his.
For sure, for sure. Maybe it's in the nose.
It's definitely in the nose, I swear.
And that, yeah, going for backstory there. I thought it might be. Holy shit.
I caught him that low.
I can't believe my eyes.
Oh my lord.
And I know that Riff's not happy about that.
Oh my lord.
As I know him personally, I know that that's not something
How's it?
to forget.
Well, that was quite the low catch. Holy moly.
Biscuit banning Smashville and Carlos.
Good man, I hate those stages. Carlos is FD but with side platforms, and as a Rivals of A4 player, I hate side platforms. We have 2 stages with them, and they are my least favorite stages in the entire game. Because
Yeah, we
they...
all have personal preferences. It's kind of fun. And to be honest, I so wish that they fixed the blast zones for WarioWare because I like the
Yes,
platforms on that.
I love WarioWare. I love
I-
WarioWare so much.
I love the WarioWare as well. And everyone's like, we can't have this. We can't have this stage. People
Can't
died
have
earlier.
nice-
And I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't kill Zelda until 13% with a back throw back. It was with Charizard. So I really have no idea what it told me of, you know, dying too early.
Yeah, I don't see a problem there.
Fair and balanced.
Yeah, perfect
I
balance
said,
there.
don't get grabbed.
Yeah, man, just don't get hit.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your problem?
I say our mentality. Don't get hit.
Just don't get hit, man. What's the problem here?
So we're going into game 3 here now. Going
Look
to
like
Town
Town
City.
City. Yeah,
Biscuit's staying Yoshi, which I think is a
definitely.
great choice.
He has freeze locked him, man. Why the hell would he switch?
Exactly.
He's already giving him hands again now.
70% unanswered, 75, and he just keeps on going. That narrow out of shield is such a great option in this game.
I find his shield's in there, knowing he will come right after.
Good
the first
respect.
hit.
Knowing
Double
that
jump
it's
armor gets him out of that sticky situation. Very
also
nice.
really annoying to deal with.
Oh yeah, the armor mechanics in general are typically very irritating to deal
Yeah, it's
with.
something that I abuse a lot with Charizard Tucky.
Yeah.
And as
Oh,
an upper,
beautiful.
almost killing. If it would be Smash for Blast Zones on Town City, it would have killed.
Probably, yeah. Wait, there's a blast zone change?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But as far as I know, Battlefield actually have a lower ceiling than Town City now.
Huh.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
that's
that's
interesting.
really
That's a big
it
difference.
is a mindfuck for someone who played Smash 4.
Yeah.
Getting that out Smash Shadow shield barely avoids the shield break.
I guess I went for a hung on that ledge for a little bit too long.
Yeah. So now it's a fresh start for both players, getting the egg down and getting out
Only
the
2%
egg
with
witness.
just one hit, but
So really good match there too, in order to get out of that egg so fast and avoiding a lot of damage. So far, Biscuit's been playing this footage really well. Yes, they're getting hit by his first attack. Now 2 attacks coming out at 34%, so that's like 15 cheap combos.
yeah.
So far they're duking it out. Well, oh,
There
that
goes
was a
Skallebanken.
heavy- Skallebanken.
Oh, he's going
Not
for it.
getting it again,
No.
but oh yeah, what a sight to behold the first game. Or second game, the first Yoshi game. Smart use of the recovery there for Riff, actually avoiding an attack altogether by attacking him with his recovery.
Alright, Right.
the moment just kind of dancing around each
Yeah.
other.
Trying to find the rope. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's an F smash.
That's definitely a Biscuit special right there. He just goes for a roll like that.
Yeah, gets it with the back air.
Yeah.
So let's see if Biscuit can close this stock out as soon or as quickly as he did the last stock. No?
Because he's doing jabs, he's keeping himself a bit safe.
This time actually getting a conversion from the fair, not giving him any time to get a nair there by landing with the fair so late, so low.
Oh, Biscuit's pressuring him right now. Right?
Yeah.
He's trying to be as threatening as possible. Oh no. Riff is trying to catch on to his shenanigans, walking up to his shield from behind and just rolls back and does not get caught by it, be down B.
Yeah. Works great for someone like me who tends to be overly aggressive, but for someone playing as patiently and safely as Rift,
Yeah, Riff is
it's just open up an option to get punished for yourself.
especially because I'm pretty sure it seems like Riff can just react to the down B. He just sees him, he just sees the bullet and then he rolls right away before the hump.
Also, he as a player or a person got a really good reaction time.
Oh yeah.
Might be in all those years as a drummer, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
he's great by keeping his focus, keeping his mind in the game. The thing is that if he gets tilted, that up smash will do it. Yeah, he doesn't do well with getting tilt, playing on tilt. But he's really been working on his mentalities for the last couple of months, I'd say. And he's already seeing great results. He's not getting frustrated or annoyed as easily. And when he does get annoyed, it isn't as much of a big as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Island and Lilat being banned here by Riff.
I feel like he really does not like those stages.
Yeah. To be fair, there are many people who do not enjoy Lilat.
I love Lilat. Do you know why? Because it's bullshit for Pichu.
What's
Okay, so here's the thing. You know the ledges, right?
Yeah.
So those are
hit them
sto-
afterwards?
Yes, I can
Holy
down smash
fuck.
people coming from below. It's amazing. It's amazing. I have
That's
killed.
disgusting.
I have killed people like that multiple times. It's great. People that let me pick to Lilat, you've made a grave mistake.
Yeah.
I will jank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
It's fine. You'll never fight me in bracket anyway.
Oh!
I don't even own this game. I don't enter.
I thought that was a call out like, yeah, you're not gonna play me anyway because I'll be so far behind. I'm gonna be so far up in the bracket. You're never gonna survive that long. You know who I am? I won Rivals of Ether.
You're not wrong. I won rivals, but
Yeah.
like, and I got second in ultimate doubles. It's doubles is the only place you'll
yeah,
find me.
I remember that from Smash 4 that you actually was a doubles beast.
Yes.
The time,
Vet du vad klockan är? Ja,
24.
24.
Jag väntar på Bans. Snack med Bans. Har du? Ja.
Lilat och Yoshis.
Lilat och Yoshis.
Alright, slight misunderstanding.
You didn't
here.
hear the bands.
Yoshis Island.
Alright, you didn't. Biscuit did not hear that he announced his bands, so they
Yeah.
were just sitting there like.
Waiting
Biscuit's
for
just
the
waiting for to hear the bands, and the ref was
And
just
Rift
waiting
waiting for him
to like shoot the
and then
stage.
asking what the,
What's
what was
taking
the
so long?
time. Yeah. And
Yeah, so
then
what's the timer at? Like, I think that's what what's the timer at for like when are we like kicking
Yeah.
off the setup for taking too long?
everyone misunderstood everyone.
Yeah. This is like one of my harem rom-com animes. Frustrations everywhere because everyone misunderstands each other. Anyway, let's hop right into game number 4. Pokemon Stadium gonna be the next pick. Alright. Man.
Actually, this stage might be good for Rift, you know, liking to dance around.
Yeah, I think
might be
this
best.
is gonna be a pretty good stage for him as his wolf.
Yeah, but Yoshi's like platforms as well.
Yeah. I think it's hard to dodge stages that Rift would like playing as Yoshi. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
they kind of like the same sort of layouts.
It seems like that. And we can already see as well Rift doing some great adaptation to the Yoshi play style of that 1 hit, 2 hits, and then like just trying to get out of that. Really even at the moment, getting him here in, just simply jumping over him. Getting out of that situation without really making it into a situation. You know, sometimes the best way of fighting is not fighting at all.
Yeah.
Don't press buttons, you know.
Wait
Yes.
until the right
Oh,
opportunity.
that's-
This
yeah,
time he
but-
does not roll away from
and
it,
that
but
was
he at
shield
least
poke as
he at
well.
least did not get his shield broken.
Yeah.
That would have been devastating and would have had a very large yell from the crowd. I can guarantee you that much.
Yeah.
Shouts to Stockholm. Or Stockholm Shield Breakers.
Exactly.
I might
Really
also
fair
have I
to
might
get.
also have done it, so I would have had to apologize for the stream for being very loud on the microphone. I probably have to tilt my head towards just away from the microphone so I don't get picked up.
Great patience staying there and Shield not eating that up smash. Here's going to be another one. He called it out, but Riff knew what was coming as well and avoided it. Albeit barely, but you know.
Oh, there it was finally. It's
Oh.
almost in Dragon.
In
Almost
Dragon
in
Ball,
DVC.
yeah, exactly.
Almost in DVC.
But Biscuit surviving that, he'll just want to rack up the damage, not trying to eat as much damage or getting knocked out.
Alright, there we go. Nice patience. Guess this is just a simple jab, quick 8%.
Yeah, exactly.
Just want to toss out a fast move.
Yeah, and I feel like Riff is losing a bit of patience. They're going for quite a few up smashes that haven't been in great space, so might be doesn't want to go for the backstab. I don't think it will kill, so he doesn't even want to stale it. This time he'll go for it.
Yeah, most likely. And it is going to kill
Yeah,
too.
It's killing. Alright, so 43% down, both on 2 stocks. So let's see here how this will play out. So far both characters play very much in the air, but still playing very much. Oh, that was barely that it hit.
I feel get up attacks in general beat out to putting out hitbox on the ledge now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed how get up attacks work or frame rate or invincibility frames on it, but it feels like I can literally never. I can't smash attack someone that's going left to the ledge. They just beat me every time.
Yeah, it seems like a better option now than it was in Smash 4 at least.
Yeah. Smash 4 was really easy to catch people in there getting up frames.
Yeah, really easy. Riff actually bringing this back, but as I just say that, we see an upper, and that upper almost setting in for a second upper. Shielding the stars, not that it does much damage, but gets a...
Ooh, good stuff from Biscuit. Yeah, he's going for more jabs, just wants to stay in positioning with like safe moves. Ooh, okay, eats the down smash.
Down smash gets it, yeah. So Riff bringing this back. And let's see how Biscuit will respond to this. So far, he plays it safe, but that's what Riff wants you to do. He doesn't want you to be in his face, he wants you to be chasing you and not getting in on you. This is his preference, and avoiding that shield break once again.
Those down beats are not gonna work. Biscuit needs to leave him off, I think.
Yeah, so do I think.
They're being way too risky. He has been hit by one once. Alright, that forward air is not quite gonna seal that stock just yet.
He got his jump. That's why
There we go, yeah.
That's
That's the
the
nair.
nair almost killing.
That doesn't
Still
work
not
against
that.
Wolf, not in those angles. So you can't just toss out a hitbox expect it to work. I know he got the one in the second game. I know he got that forward smash, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's quite gonna happen now. Riff really solidly in the lead.
Yeah, he's just running away with his stock right now.
Biscuit might be getting a bit too eager now.
Yeah, he knows that he needs to get rid of this stock as soon as possible.
Yeah.
He cannot afford to lose this game. Or he can have been losers, but no, that's not the way you want to end this set. And at this percentage, a lot of things that Wolf has will kill. Baxter won't kill yet. He has rage though, and that he actually got away from that situation. I didn't think that he'd be able to escape, but he
Okay, there gets it backer on the jump, get up.
great read or call out there by Biscuit, getting that backer, and now
Biscuit has to
Biscuit's
basically not
time
get
now
hit.
to play it safe.
And now it's time for what we said, don't get hit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically what he has to do now. He has to not get hit. For one, he has to not get frustrated by the blaster shots.
Which is really hard because it's really frustrating.
Yeah.
But great patience when they're waiting shield, knowing that there could be a second attack coming in there. Now putting it off stage, but it doesn't burn his second jump, just throwing an egg, backer, one hit, one miss. Getting that
Back
there.
there, okay.
Oh,
Nice.
goes to the
Sneak
down
back
tilt,
ledge.
trying to get it through. There, not connecting those jabs. That's a quite small misspacing there. From him just running a bit too far. You see the beautiful spacing with backers on shields.
Jabs.
Yeah,
Oh, there was no. That should
Come
be
on, that will be
game.
Maxlow and that will probably kill you.
And no, he's
No,
actually
it's
still
so-
alive.
Nice, alright.
All
So
right.
still in this, and Yoshi got some comeback factor to him, so this is not over yet. But now, yeah, dash attacks will kill, back airs will kill, up
He
smash will kill.
Gets
Nair
hit
will
by
kill.
the hard nair, and Rift is in grand finals. Winners.
Yeah, and there's a handshake as well between the players, really showing the respect they have for each other there. That they both knew that it was within the grasp of both players.
Up next is gonna be Rage and Whitey.
Who's gonna be?
Rage and Whitey.
Rage and Wine.
Losers semis, boys.
Right.
Alright, Rage and Whitey, Rage second seed, Whitey F50. So in general, this actually this is I appreciate this. Every single top 8 seed got top 8.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
great.
good,
That's great.
good seeding, guys. Obviously, there were a couple of bits where, in general, like, there were a few upsets here and there, but in general, every single top 8 seed has gotten top 8. There have been, obviously, within this, not everyone plays a quarter seed, except for our event. J-Rose and Tanzana both placed 7th, just like their seed was. Joink, who was the 4th seed, got 5th, after also had been upset by Whiny and Winners, who was the 5th seed. Rage now being the 2nd seed, who had to fight the 3rd seed, which was Riff, who he lost to. So yeah, but just in general, every single top 8 seed actually made top 8. Good job on the seeding, guys.
Yeah.
Applause for that one. Seeding is hard.
Yeah, it's especially for such a new game as well.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, both Logisticus and J-Rose has been doing great jobs steering this tournament. Really glad to see them stepping out and doing such a fantastic job. Going to the game, Rage is a little bit behind, but as I'm saying that, he's actually gaining the lead. Getting that Crescent Kit to re-grab and throwing off stage, just trying to, put him in disadvantage, throwing out a couple of Hadoukens, feeling himself there, attacking that damage with a focus attack to reset neutral, but getting caught in another combo quite soon after that. Avoiding it with a directional air dodge.
Alright. Guess that's Shiryu not killing yet,
Not
thankfully.
killing, just taking out some nice percentages.
Really even percent right now. Okay, everyone's back up. Oh, tries to go for which time? Interesting. Oh, that was a really interesting movement mix up. Actually, I was not right for that. I assume Whitey too. I was just expecting him to go right to the ledge
Whitey
and
getting
down
that
gets
deep
me
below.
Shoryuken.
Yeah, notice though that he didn't even approach the ledge because he knew Rage won't re-grab the ledge when he doesn't have invisibility, so he didn't even prepare for it.
I just get so much pummels, throws them
But
off.
his big guns, yeah. But cancel the guns.
Shoots a shot a little bit. There we go. Gets the back here. All right, now even stocks, completely even. 0-0.
Fresh stocks. Alright, getting back here does 20% damage. I didn't realize it did that much damage, but that's actually pretty goddamn strong. Touch back into down tilt, something, getting off stage.
Doesn't get a super big punish, but he does catch number 1. Ooh. Alright, does not get a whole lot of damage still. Okay, chills the Witch Twist. Whitey being very prepared for that one. I mean, Whitey has a good bit of Baya practice, like from Smash 4, doesn't he?
Yeah, he played quite a few bays. In Gothenburg they had a really prominent another player named Poppy, exactly, Colpet. Getting that DP, getting a second stock by only sitting at 50% damage himself. And yeah, we had quite a few Bayonet players in Sweden actually. Smash 4. Skåne had the stack region as well. Uncle Ben. and
Uncle
stuff.
Ben,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Uncle Ben was really good.
Yeah, such a great guy as well. Great sports, really friendly. Well, Rage is taking out some damage since getting back from the respawn platform, tagged on, 70 damage.
Oh my,
Quite
he actually
fast,
goes back on the ledge. He could probably have gotten the kill there if he was prepared for it. But
Fair up tilt, F tilt. I can't even keep up with the.
so many
Captain
compliments.
Double.
Jesus.
That's the thing that, Ryu took some time to learn every aspect of him and his moves, what every move is.
Yeah.
But Ken is so much more, I won't say complex, but his moves are so much harder to say what it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not reaching there with the Tatsumaki, and wouldn't have reached with his Shoryuken either there. So kind of stuck in a between a rock and a hard place when Rage was out there pressuring like that, which is what I'd like to see him do as well. Or no, Wayne is my crewmate, he's my bro. I'd like to see him not do that, but that's what Rage ought to do. Get in the DP.
Triplats have been banned. It doesn't even say specifically the stages from all just now. Triplats, Yoshi's story from Melee and the Battlefield are out of commission. Where's Yoshi? The other Yoshis, which is Yoshi's Island from Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii.
This time without the side platforms.
This time without Big Randy.
What were they called?
Big Randy. I don't. That's not their actual name, but
No, but that's like
but Big
Randall,
Randy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Big Randy because it's like Randall, but
Yeah.
they're big.
But it's big.
They're huge. Have you seen them?
Yeah, it's a
Huge,
great
man.
name. The reason I asked is that I never really played a Brawl. I played some Brawl, so
I mean, I mostly know this stage because it's sort of a legal stage in Project M, and
Yeah.
in Project M they also actually they did a really nice addition where it would be white shy guys that would fly in above them when Big Randy would show up. So there was an actual indicator for it, and I think that made the stage a lot nicer.
yeah, I can totally see that. Quite even on percentages.
Again, like
Yeah.
it was like this last game too. They started off pretty even at the start, and then Winey started building a lot more of a lead.
There we go. Not killing.
They had the red sparks. That was scary.
The thing is that I feel both of these characters have. Yes, DP.
Am I watching First Strike?
This is all these DPs looks like some pornographic website. I don't know. Winey loves those, and you know why wouldn't they? You see how great they are.
Yeah.
Both these characters have the potential to rack up really a lot of damage quickly with short but really effective combos.
Yeah.
However, while not
actually
having
kill.
can kill, but this also has a way more abusable recovery than Bayona does.
Yeah.
That's something that she regained. Really clutch spot on her. After burning kick, aerial to witch twist. After burning kick, witch twist,
go
fair.
fair.
Racking up some damage there, getting Wine at 108%. That would have been death in Smash 4. It wasn't
Yeah.
nowhere close, but parrying the backer, he knew he's looking for that. Don't even attack him while he's on ledge, they're just trying to bait out the reaction and do something along with that. Great acknowledgement of the range of Bayonetta.
Oh my, he was.
That
That was
was
been in
Smash
Smash 4.
4,
That was
that was a
Smash
Smash 4
4.
rabbit.
That was Smash 4. Like, oh, I didn't roll back, but even then, he probably shouldn't have rolled back for his against heel slide in Smash 4 ever.
That killed, but although...
I feel like he drifted into it last Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know if that was properly. I think he might have thought I'm dead by this because, yeah, he like it 190
He
something.
gets caught by Vitatsu and keeps up the string after it. Oh, yeah, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful parry into punish.
Yeah, I told the stream earlier commentating that if you think there's been this talk that Paris isn't worth the risk. If you don't think Paris is worth the risk and you live in Sweden, play Winey.
Play a bit of Street Fighter First Strike. Well, oh,
no! That's really unfortunate.
no! What an SD! Oh no! This is the stuff
Racking
you
up
want to see,
34%.
but I'm not sure why he cares that much in the other way. I feel like SDs was actually kind of commonplace. That happened a lot in Smash 4 too.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not going to be that shook by it. But obviously, it's never
No,
like to see it happen.
he's not someone that gets stirred by stuff like that that easily. Up tilt, trying to get a re-grab going for Tatsumaki instead of when he whiffed that grab.
Oh,
And
what?
the round arm kick
Oh my
dash.
God.
Really great.
Yeah, Winey taking game number 2 as
Yeah.
well. Going same bands.
I've been caught by that way too many times. I don't think it's entirely true if you DI it correctly, but it has a ridiculously small window to escape it, so it's really hard to avoid it. So it's a great mix-up, and it's not the first time he used it, it's not the last time he used it either. So, 2-0 up for Winey against Rage, going into game 3.
Still sticking out with Bayonetta.
Notice also how Winey hasn't used basically the same color 2 games in a row the entire time he played.
Oh my god.
He sports the colors of the rainbow. He's going all pride with his color choices.
I can appreciate
His
this.
alts are no alts and every alt. And I actually find that kind of funny. Me myself, if I play the wrong color, I'm devastated by it.
I know, I've definitely had that too. Honestly, there's actually like color theory for this kind of stuff, where honestly, there for games that you can have like custom colors for.
Yeah.
It's actually like better if you just play a base color, so it doesn't like get affected if it sits on the setup or not.
That's really interesting.
There's like color theory is like a legitimate thing for.
The mentality and the philosophical and all those small insights into the fighting community is so great. Like how you can infuriate players just in order to make them make mistakes and conditioning and stuff like that. It's really interesting. So starting out quite even here in Pokemon Stadium. You're gonna go for some light down to Hadouken, getting a regrab while getting Rage stuffed in the corner. And so far, he just keeps Rage at the corner. He just can't get off the corner this game. And great usage of Hadouken. Some people would say it's spam, some people would say it's really well placed. And now, oh yeah, you see that? That's a bait. That's a bait.
Yeah.
It might have looked like a stupid misinput, but he loves using stuff like that just to get in the head of people.
He wants the reaction. He wants to see how you react.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious that we haven't seen any talk yet. And a regular down tilt to the Shuryu, Dragon Punch. Something that we all are very familiar with playing. And this is a fair.
Yeah, that's a fair train ride.
Such a beautiful Bayonetta combos. Such a beautiful Bayonetta combo. And Rage needed that in order to keep the gap short in between the characters because he was falling behind. But now it's kind of even. 50% lead, 65. I'm glad Rage has shown us some really beautiful Bayonetta combos.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, still not necessarily getting away from a bit where killing her is kind of difficult, but he still showed us a real, like, her combo game definitely still exists.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just, I guess if I were to compare it to anything, it just feels a lot more like a fighting game where you have to do a reset in your combo to really get the maximum punish out of it. Like, you have to include a bit where you just reset your positioning and read their next move.
Sounds reasonable. Myself haven't got much of experience of other fighting games apart from Slash. Going for that Nair Dragon Punch, not killing quite yet. Anyways, does good damage and the Dragon Punch is at least not stale enough so it will have any problems killing at this percentage. And he knows that it was out of reach. He has gone for the textures instead.
Oh no,
Oh,
incorrect
no.
punish on that one, and let's Winey just get even more punish up from it. What's the Hadouken on the afterburner kick? Oh my god, I didn't. Was it F smash trade
Yeah,
whip?
F
Or-
smash combating afterburner kick. And the Street Fighter characters can do. Oh, interesting. Didn't kill though. Interesting nevertheless. The Street Fighter characters are they are scary beasts with Rage. They really are.
Yeah.
Rage have been toned down, and not our player Rage, but the mechanic Rage. Going for the immediate.
This time not SDing.
Yeah, exactly. And just in order to avoid that.
Yeah.
So he's slowly stacking up damage. Ooh, parry from both players this time.
Is he gonna seal out the stock? Not quite.
No, DIing to the right there and surviving as he should. Or as he should. Look at the percentages of Winey at the moment.
Yeah.
195. So, will an F-throw do it?
No, not quite. Okay, air dodges, still gets hit. Oh man, yeah, lands right on that bullet climax.
Yeah, really putting his mouth around the barrel of the gun there. Taking a shot to the face and getting knocked out by that as well. 200% nevertheless. Getting the parry but not getting the punch anyway.
Focus attack, but it still gets snuffed out by that.
Yeah, focus attack has been... It's way worse now than it was in Smash 4. Make a statement with this parry.
Parrying that bullet. Oh my god, I can't believe you parried that bullet art.
That's such a tiny thing to do.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a subtle bullet art. He just was like,
Yeah, weak net. Yeah, but
I know what you're doing.
it's like 2 damage and not into that maybe. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I just did that. What's he gonna do about it?
Exactly. Getting one off stage here, actually keeping him in the air quite for a while. making him sweat a little bit. Afterburner kick near to both arms. That was actually kind of cute.
Oh, he actually gets back up.
Eats it back here though, but oh.
Where's strike for it?
smart.
Still back in center. It's the back here, and that
Nice
is
play by
Rage
Rage.
now. Alright, now, it's going to be interesting to see if Rage is going to
That's
use
gonna-
this little momentum and start building up what we saw against Yoink.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe this is the time he need. Is he doing the gluttony special?
Is
Gluttony?
that what started?
Yeah, exactly. Gluttony
this-
special. Lose 2 games, reverse 3-0.
Yeah, as he's gonna start. Has he started the download for whiny.exe?
Yeah, exactly. And also, I gotta take a second to appreciate that witch twist he did in order to try to catch his high recovery.
Yeah.
Really smart play. However, why he air dodged through it on pure reaction, but it didn't put him in a good situation. And if it's doing that further out of stage, well, you don't really have the option to air dodge through it as easily, at least. Then it can become really dangerous. It was still a really cute way to edge guard Winer there. And with that pressure, he also got him on the platform and got the back and sealed the first game for his part of this set. Going to Town City this time.
Alright.
4-4.
Already seeing attempts at
catching the
Hadouken
back of the
spacing with
switch
damage.
twist.
Yeah. All of damage still dodge it. We end tears. We end tears coming out from Whiny. Are we just seeing not a lot of damage? He's playing kind of careful now, actually. It's
Yeah. Also, it feels like
oh my god. So much damage dealt.
weak fair to. Yeah, I'm not sure. As I said, it's nice air extending that combo actually.
Oh my god, the read there. Alright, he has him off stage. Can he
Good
get
reaction
the
there.
EM? No. Actually gets caught by that, now it's off stage.
Trying to get the back air in return as well. Great punish for that.
There he gets
the
it.
DP.
That's such a dangerous confirm to have. Jesus.
Yeah, especially now that it doesn't really have a sour spot at the end of the move.
Yeah.
Afterburner kick. The wish twist fair. Living.
Yeah.
Great DI.
Oh, that was really good movement there with I think he did the focus attack to reverse to the reverse there.
That was something that he really liked to do in the Smash 4 as well.
Yeah.
Yes, extending this lead with Harry to Shoryuken. Now this time he's not dead. He has learned his lesson. He eats the foot of the back here, getting high heels in the face. Let's see if he can manage to keep him trapped in the corner as well as he did on the second game, I believe.
Yeah.
Gets out of the Bernard combos by assistance of the focus attack this time. Goes through shield with Tatsumaki, but eating a heel slide up the afterburner kicks miss this time. Getting the back here.
Yeah.
And once again, this was also a heel slide that connected. Rage uses the heel slides very sparefully, but when he does use them, he uses them well.
Alright, he's hanging back. Okay, goes for a afterburner kick. Alright, here gets the punish for the witch twist. Can he seal up? Stop it now. This gets turned around, so he has to opt to not get him up stage. Did they change it? Did witch twist always like turn you around? Did it do that in Smash 4?
I believe so, yes. If I'm not mistaken, turn you.
Okay,
Oh,
still gets back. I
good
feel like
recovery.
a couple people were like, oh, I really was assuming he was dead, but no, Rage knew.
Yeah, if you play a Bayonetta, you have to be fully aware of the extent you can use your recovery. Oh,
This is kill
he-
percent.
Yeah, for sure. All he needs now is one. Yeah.
Oh, 1 DP. Not quite
no,
it.
release.
No.
Great DI from Rage. Great DI.
One more,
Yeah.
one more, and this is over.
And now Wine's really feeling it. He knows I only need one good proper hit, and that will be tournament set. Rage doesn't want to give him that satisfaction just quite yet.
Gets Tatsu, gets right for it. Gets a
That's
throw.
but that won't kill. That's not a kill throw. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, gets witch time. That down there is actually gonna take
That
stock.
was so smart of which time. He's been using them quite good actually. Let's say, and since it has been nerfed, this might be a dangerous situation. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
I was getting it.
Like,
a
it's
little
like
bit
Smash,
frightened
Smash
there.
4 vibe,
exactly.
where like, is he gonna get killed off with top at 20?
Smash down, please. Yeah, I got worried there, but still, extended this.
Oh, wait, yo, is that actually gonna be it?
That
Is
might
that
be
gonna
it.
kill him? Is that gonna be on top? No. Oh my god.
I'm so surprised that actually didn't kill. That's gotta be great the eye there, but.
This is such a good position for Rage though. Oh my god, he has him off. He has him in the corner. This is such a good position for Rage now. The witch time. What's it? Oh, he has a witch time. There.
It's so close. Oh. Rage has really brought this back from the brink. Oh, just barely missing that back air.
It's the forward airs.
Extended with the forward airs.
He has brought
keeping
back-
him in
Oh,
the
he
air.
even gets
And
the
the
back air.
yes.
And Rage does not quite get it yet. And there.
It's insane. It's 150 each. And then,
Forward throw. Is that gonna seal it? Not
I
yet.
still live it. Holy Christ. How is it
That
not
make it is
alive?
finally take it. Rage. Make it go
Yeah,
to
they-
game 5.
That's a round of applause from the crew, and also from the crowd, and also from me. That's
That was so clutch. Jesus Christ.
I think in order to play Bayonetta in Smash Ultimate, I think you need to have a prescription for some hard medicine or something like that. Because I've been going into cardiac arrest all the time. I've been, yeah, my heart's in the throat. Jesus, how do you keep it cool? How do you stay collected?
Yeah.
After seeing that animation that sparks so many times in a row.
I'm
still
gonna need a break after this one.
yeah.
A quick break after this one. I do actually need to like take a quick break after this one to hop off and say goodbye to some of the Rivals people if they're leaving soon.
I hold down the fort.
Yeah, I'll be back for Grants, but I think losers you'll have to run solo unfortunately for the finals. Well,
That'll
we'll
be
get
a
there
new
when we get
experience for
there.
me, but I'm glad I take it.
Yeah. Solo
I'm
commentary
glad
is
to do it.
manageable, trust me. I think you can do it.
And also, what a great way to have that first experience as well with these great players and great
Yep.
friends alike. Wine is not happy about how that last stock played out
Yeah,
from
no.
last game. I can see this. He got the fire in his eyes. He got the eye of the tiger. He's tacking off that 100%. 41% in the answer from Rage.
I guess
This might be 60, yeah.
Man, he's getting,
Which
he's
twist?
getting caught by the
Afterburn
afterburn kick a lot from the ledge.
kick. Yeah.
That's even just like Smash 4.
And he noticed as well, Weiner. He knew that. That's going out there to tease him a little bit. Missed the parry window, and
I
he
feel like,
have
yeah,
to
if I were
use
a
up
parry
for
window,
that.
he wanted, or honestly, he might want to try and DP people. I'm not sure. I feel like he might have wanted to like try and DP him or something, but he didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
Oh, great take from Rage. Still surviving that.
I guess the forwarders get some off stage again.
Yeah, very. Oh, he waited for that there
Yeah.
this time. Gets the back air as a direct result from it.
Definitely looking like a
Using
download here.
the platform to yes, safely drift away.
He'll slide. Alright, guess a bit of damage here. Oh, that was a nice little kick there. He's setting himself back to the corner. Like, he got himself back in a safe position. Didn't ever extend anything.
Yeah, he's eating a lot of damage for this. Now he wants to take this stock.
Yeah.
He wants to do it now. And Rage knows it. He's not letting him do that either.
I think Winey needs to put a little bit of a better encryption on his passwords because he's getting downloaded right now.
Yeah, for sure. And that autocorrect there.
It's right back up. Tatsu. Oh, gets it converted because of no tech.
Still got a big percent lead to work up. Well, go for that parry for throw to up to a fair, I think it is.
Yeah. Gets the stare, but not quite killing it.
Nope.
That
And
backer
that's
is
a sour.
soft backer. But that bullet climax.
That's the fourth time.
And now Rage is up by almost full stock.
Yeah.
It's significantly different from what we saw in the previous games, and definitely shows his downloading skills have come quite far now.
And it's not the first game that has done this either. It's like to come from behind, it seems like, and he's a comeback type, archetype of a character when he plays.
Alright, there we go, gets something started. Gets a bit of damage. Gets focused attack, but it misses the actual attack. Yo, he parries it, goes for a heel slide chase. Okay, misses the nair, but it's fine. He's alright. Alright, there we go. Makes it so now he has a full stock, he has not only a stock advantage, but also percent advantage. Now it's really scary for Whitey.
And going out
Oh,
there,
that
trying to
is
get
gonna
down.
reverse it, and he wanted the
if
downer
that downer
spike.
would have hit, it would have been a really bad situation, if not the game.
That backer
backer
is going to steal it. Rage goes to losers finals to fight against his very own fellow Stockholmer, Biscuit. So that's it, guys. I will quickly hop off for a bit. Enjoy Maggot Goat by himself until the grand finals. I need to see my people off. See you in a bit, guys.
Alright. So now the big question is, as I have no previous experience, if I can do this on my own. I don't think I'll have a hard time with doing the commentary, but keeping all the information up in as it should be, that might be a tough one. So let's see, who are we playing next? So next game in order of this is gonna be Rage against Biscuit. Two Stockholm players, should be somewhat they should know each other and know how to play against each other by now. Even though Stockholm has seen a big influx of increase of the players when it comes to their locals. I know for a fact the first local they had 70 attendees, and now I think it's around 40 to 50 attendees because fire safety hazards. But I know for a fact they played a lot in Smash 4, and I bet that they play quite a lot now as well. I actually played some friendlies with them earlier, and they were playing friendlies back then, so they should be accustomed of each other's playstyles. Coming up doing Rochambeau. Both players just kind of catching their breath, getting their controllers set up. Biscuit are banning Battlefield and Smashville for this first game. So now the big question is, will Biscuit be sticking to Pichu, or will he play some Yoshi this game as well? I noticed also he has inputted some headphones into his ear, and so have Rage as well actually. So probably listen to some music, trying to shut off the sound from the crowd, trying to focus a bit better. Basically starts out with Pichu. So now early with the down tilt, fair. Going for the nair, but get blocked out. But get that witch time from really far away once more. Ducking under the jab. Holy fuck. Feature privilege right here, guys. Just spacing out that afterburning kick. Don't want to get caught up in that. And both characters just kind of playing footsies at the moment. Down tilt, witch twist. Afterburning kick, afterburning kick. Getting out of that combo, returning the favor with the back air. Starts out with a slight lead for Rage, but this can all change in an instant, and yeah, so it does. 8% each there, and go for the witch twist, afterburning kick, back air, doing a solid 25% damage. And at this point of time, Pichu will be in a kill percent as it is the lightest character in the cast. Mark my words, apparently not, but now I don't think there should be any problem. The hard thing though is that Pichu is so small, it pancakes with a lot of its moves as well, so securing a back air on Pichu is going to be really rough. So the big question is, how will Rage combat this? How will he adapt to the fact that this character is so small? Good space Nair, but doesn't do the trick, just puts him in a disadvantage stage off stage. Absolute does seal the deal, however. Rage being on 120%, which is somewhat scary. Misspaced the Thunder, unfortunately, but that could have been really dangerous. The question is though, however, if it would drag down, if it doesn't get this sweet spot at the top. I don't know that about Pichu quite yet, if I'm honest. Really feeling that with that last match. I don't really know what he hoped for there, but that would be an attempt of reading an air dodge. Anyhow, Rage still lives to fight another day at 161%, and in the meantime, yeah, now it doesn't live. Because that F tilt seals out the deal. Really good move, kill move, and also great move in general. But in the time that it took Biscuit to catch up to Rage, he ate almost 100% damage as well. So an F throw might not kill yet, but it's getting close. It's getting really close. And as a Peachy player, or newly become Peachy player, Biscuit is fully aware of that he's in a danger zone now. So he'd like to tack on so much damage he can before this stock is taken out by Rage, our Bayonetta player from Stockholm. Going deep, but he got a really good range of his recovery Peachy, so no problems with going deep. Goes to side there, kind of surpriseful, and dash attack, take the stock. The Rage got a commanding lead now, stock lead and 57% only in the Bayosh. Now, yeah, it's 50-50 basically. Except there's a whole stock in between those 50s. Kind of slowing down the pace of the game a little bit. Getting down smash out of shield though. Sets up for a ledge guard situation, but Rage swiftly gets out of that, and oh! The Thunder connecting there and taking the stock, really, really powerful move. And unlike Pikachu in Smash 4 at least, and apparently now as well. Ah, that's it, I couldn't even finish the sentence. Neither should I need to rate up Smash there from a Witch Time. It's been nerfed to the ground Witch Time in the terms of the duration of the move, or the duration of the stun, but the size increase is beyond words, or it's not beyond words, it's twice as much, that's basically the words, but it's really prominent. Even though it still has a short duration, you can still secure kills from it.
Hello!
Joining me on the microphone now, while Slime is on an absence of leave, we have Tonsana,
What's up?
our old Little Mac player, number one Little Mac in Sweden, now number one Little Mac in the world because they are not. No, just kidding.
That's pretty much true, yes.
Drop the character.
Yep. But here we have, yeah, Rage versus who is
Biscuit.
it? Biscuit. All right.
Yeah, exactly. So game one closed out by a yeah. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, right. This is really annoying. I do not properly know how to operate the OBS. So yeah. All right. Keep in mind, first game won by
Rage.
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Bayonetta.
So going into game two, it's pretty even at the moment, but being even is a deceptive term in Smash because characters can kill early. And in this game, man, do percentages rack up quickly.
It sure does.
And that's not something that you would like to
Oh.
know. Oh, and Wish Fist just barely ending before the nerf. And being Peachy player,
That's a score.
oh,
Do you?
Heroes the real MVP because I don't know
you
how
have to
to
teach us.
getting some technical help here from our TO.
A plus stop or Rage. Yeah.
Oh, that's really easy. All right.
Update you. Ah, okay, that's easy.
All right. So the score is updated. Now our TO comes here and actually helps us with that. And
Yeah,
now we'll be
alright.
back to the game. And there's been a stock that's been taken since we were out updating, and we're sorry about that.
Yeah. So
Bear with us.
do you know anything about these characters?
Well, I actually played some friendlies with both of them like 10 minutes before going into
Ah,
the.
alright. Yeah.
Before.
Oh.
Once again, it's fifth time. Biscuit or Rage gets stocks with those guns. Yeah, I played some friendlies with them earlier, and unfortunately, I didn't have much time to play with them. Pichu started to get a little bit more matchup knowledge against him, but at the moment, how do you feel? Yeah, but Bayonetta never, and that's the second stock one we don't know. No, that was the guns. I'm
But Rage has such a huge lead right now. He's one full stock ahead. Yeah. Oh my god.
One last thing.
This is a complete train wreck, and
Yeah, of
Versus
course.
finals.
the slime said that I would do fine. What a joke!
And then he left you.
Yeah, and then he left me without showing me how to work out with workspace.
So it's in Chrome.
Thank you, Tio.
All right, so our number one TO, number one alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. Gyros,
Euros.
the
saves
real
day.
MVP, and just in
And
time
he
for
closes
us
out
to
with
view
a
that
sweet,
back here.
sweet backer. That
And
backer
now-
is still so goddamn strong.
Yeah, it is still a good
my
move.
lord.
And well, if you didn't have that, what would she have actually? So this time we're actually gonna update
Yes,
this ourselves
because
and
we can do that now.
check it out. 2 up,
Right,
2
so
games up Rage. and
Rage
we
is
can
up
actually see them.
2-0. Still going pitcher for Biscuit.
And not trying out.
Yeah, he
Yoshi.
makes Yoshi, but he
don't
might
know.
feel that Yoshi's too weak against Bayonetta
Yeah.
for some reason.
My main guess will also be because as they play each other more often than we play them,
Yeah, of course.
he knows what he.
He
doesn't
knows
want.
his stuff much more than we do, right?
The most important thing of all is I think he's fully aware of the problems that Bayu seems to have getting kills in this game.
Yeah, yeah. She can rack up damage, she can do combos, but she has struggling actually to kill.
Yeah, exactly.
She can give,
And-
but yeah, strong hits is not her strong
It's
point.
not their signum anymore.
Yeah.
So I noticed that the most kills by far have been
Back
airs, which is really hard to space
Oh, nice
on a
Biscuit.
small character like Pichu.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, that
guns.
witch
That's
time.
that's a kill though.
That's a read and a kill.
Yeah, so that's basically, I think that's the 3 option Bayonetta will have in this matchup. Basically, it's gonna be back air, which is hard to space on a small character.
Yes.
The guns off stage, which is hard to hit on a small
Yeah.
character, and a witch time. That's basically it in my
Yeah.
opinion.
She's very all-rounded. She can hit you from far away. She can burst option with side B, and you know.
Yeah, aerial afterburner kicks
yeah.
seems really strong still.
Exactly.
However, the heel slide seems to have been significantly nerfed by the fact that you can't go in.
Oh, nice thunder.
That thunder steals the second stock, so now actually.
Why is
It's-
Pitcher
it's-
so busted? I don't understand. This little rat is just running around. You can never hit him. And,
know exactly why.
And he
That's-
racks up so much damage in.
That's
oh my-
because that the Pichu evolves to the Pichu evolves to Pikachu by experience love when it's loved.
Yeah.
And how bad Pichu was in the previous titles? No, who loved that character? No one loved that character. So it's still Pichu, and that hatred has built
Yeah.
up inside of him, and now just want to unleash that. Just
Exactly.
bring in the beast to Smash Outlet. And what a beast the character is.
Yeah.
Biscuit though,
He has a nice lead right now. 72%
yeah,
extra.
Biscuit needs
Yeah.
this. I think this is the fighting spirit that comes alive in him now when
This
he knows
might
it's,
be
it's
his
down
game.
2-0. So
Yeah.
this
That's
is
more
what he needs to do.
damage.
Almost getting. That was really smart. Do you notice he did a double jump? Because
Team take that? What the?
Yep.
Oh my
But
god.
but if he air dodged through the thunder,
Yeah.
he could still hit the thunder when it crashes
That's
down
so
on Pichu.
good.
That was really smart. I really
It's
enjoyed
big
that play.
brain play there.
Yeah, exactly. Big brain plays all around. And now
Oh,
100%
dash attack.
Dash attack almost kills him.
This is showing why
Why
Pichu is better than his evolution Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes no sense, but it is in this game.
At
Yeah.
least so far in the meta. And now it's sitting at 174%.
Have you ever seen it?
That's a dash
There you go.
attack.
Have you ever seen a picture at 106?
75%?
No, I don't think I've done
The
that.
lightest character in the game.
And
That's
that,
oh
yeah, the back air will
didn't
not
quite
kill, actually.
kill.
Good DI by Rage.
oh, and that,
But
that,
the
that,
F tilt though is a prominent attack.
that freeze frame, yo.
Yeah.
That's little leg.
And I think,
he
I
just
think-
gets
I
enormous
think
for some reason.
From the F tilt is frame
2-1.
frame 5.
I don't really know the frames, but you might do.
Yeah, I believe Famis said that it was frame 5, who is
Oh.
a Peach player we have
That's
here.
yeah, and it
we're
almost,
testing for it.
okay, yeah. and almost no end lag at all. It's safe on shield pretty much.
Yep, it's a really scary move, and also it has a deceptively big hitbox. You look like it can catch you way over the feet. So it's if you're gonna play against Pichu, it's an option that you really gotta be careful about. You really need to watch out for that.
If you're playing pretty much perfect, Pichu might be the best character in the game. But she's so light,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's I don't know.
I think in the long run, Pikachu might actually be the better character. Like after the dust has settled.
Yeah, maybe
It's
might
hard
have,
to
yeah.
say. It's more well-rounded character, although it's not as oppressive as Pichu is right now. And some characters have a really hard time of playing against short characters.
And meanwhile, we have some slight difficulties with
Might be
connecting the controllers to yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know
So,
what's happening.
I think Rage's controller died. That was out of batteries. So Wine here, being the good sport, coming back after his loss against Rage to give him his cable.
Yeah. So we're waiting for that.
Fight for my friends.
So have you told the viewers who you are, Maggot Goat? Who do you main or something?
I basically just introduce myself.
Yeah. Maggot Goat.
Of how I play this tournament,
Yeah.
I don't even want them to know who I am.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, I play that bad. I'm just going to go low key anonymous for a while. Then I'll rise, like just like Jesus. On my third tournament, I'll rise and I'll
You will
go
win
to
and
town.
you will never be seen again.
Exactly,
I
I'm
will
going
disappear.
So going to game number 4 here. Starting out with a neutral air, just combating Bernadette. Oh, it's so small. But then again, even if you're small, you can still eat 20% damage from Bernadette combos.
You know, it's not the size that matters.
His motion in the ocean, as I say. And that might be actually somewhat true for Pichu because that character is swift and it's...
Yeah.
You got good movement on that character.
So Pokemon Stadium 2 for the counter pick for Rage.
Oh!
That's
Falling
a
out that
sweet-
ledge option I almost
Yeah.
said, but getting back to the ledge by the down air there. And that's like... This is where it shows
They're just
that
rolling it
these
out.
guys have been playing before as well.
It
They
shows.
know small habits and they know how they'll play around the habits and stuff like
They're
that.
both from Stockholm. They know they play each other a lot, as you told them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far now, I'll be surprised and I'll be impressed if Biscuit actually survives up to 170% last time. But any percent he can tack on at this stage is great for him.
I can play you a bet. If he survives to 200, I will buy you a dinner.
You buy me
A dinner.
a dinner, alright, let's go
if it's a-
Biscuit.
But if he, I don't know. But
Alright.
yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Alright.
200
Let's go, free dinner.
at,
$5.99.
at McDonald's.
That's cheap.
He's closing into like
that's-
150, but
Yeah, that's more cheap than Nietzsche's F-tilt. But now it's all...
Yo, thank you,
Oh.
Rage. Thank you.
I was getting hungry, and so was Rage. He was hungry for that kill. The dash attack seals the deals, but it's still at 130%.
But still, as Peach surviving to
See here,
150.
that's one string, and that's 35% damage. So it's just 100%
Yeah,
behind now.
that's so huge to survive that long.
Also, I just noticed that Peach's pummels also kills him. It deals damage to him. It looks really weird when doing pummels and both characters hit.
Oh,
Through that
that's
pivot
true. I
F tilt.
have not thought of that.
The pivot F tilt Kate takes that second stock. Rage though is
F smash reach. Nope. Oh,
Not
which
my
time
fault.
didn't help him there. No, the 2-hit downer. Here comes
Rage
Dave.
getting
Okay.
some damage trying to get that extension there, however misses.
You know, both these characters are just like so combo heavy. Like,
Yeah, they really are both
It's
of them.
really exciting actually to watch this because it's
But
a
I
lot
got-
happening.
Yeah, and I gotta say that even though they both have a lot of combo potential, and we've seen both of them do some pretty hefty combos today, both
That's
when they play
not
against each
true,
other,
yeah.
they're playing really well to avoid those combos. Bit daring recovery, but
He
a
went
good
right
one.
under her thing.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
It
okay.
actually survives the thunder by DIing. I've never seen that yet.
Well, that's fair, yeah.
Maybe it was because of the heavy aerial drifting that Pichu did there. Biscuit's second stock down, but he got a 150%.
It's gonna go for
lead.
the thunder, yeah.
Yeah.
One
And
more
he's
time.
gonna go for
One more
it
time. Read there, dodge. No.
Ooh.
Oh,
Get the fair though and the response afterwards.
yeah.
Nice.
He's looking for the F tilt.
Going all
Yeah,
that
take it easy. Play neutral.
Also, this aerial afterburner kicks.
Oh, that's a.
Yeah,
What
that's
was
a
that?
phase
Was it dash
button.
attack?
No, I think that was an F tilt. I'm not
Was it?
sure, but it was a.
And it's 2-2. 2-2. Let's see if Rage goes back or does something else. Well, there you go. Very well played by Biscuits.
Yeah, really picking up the pace here.
Yeah. It can sometimes it can be so hard to actually get the last kill because you
Yeah.
don't want to overextend because if you do you get killed yourself. So it's very like the
Unnerving.
nerves.
Yeah, it's really unnerving, and that's something that you can see a big difference in. There's a big difference in the veteran players
Yeah.
and the newly come players.
Yeah, this is not the first tournament. It shows.
No, yeah, you can really see that these guys they have been on their fair share of tournaments. They have
Yeah.
played on stream. To be honest, I haven't really seen anything that really should face them while they're playing on stream now.
No, they're used to this.
Yeah, it's not the first
The
time. I've seen
pros.
that.
The
pros.
pros
Ooh.
are here to play, to show. At least the pros of Sweden.
Oh,
And
and now we have
some people call us Freedom, but I don't know.
Freedom.
No, I don't know about that.
That's rough. That's discouraging. No, but to be now we got a
Yeah, we have.
controller. No,
Yeah,
no
but-
problems. Yeah,
We had Bravus at Valhalla 2 getting second place
Yeah,
in the
we had-
major.
and we had the most people in top 8 out of all the 3 countries in Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Sweden, Denmark, Norway, we are the most in top 8. Finland is in Scandinavia. They are Russians, it doesn't speak Russian.
We like this game. We're trying to be good at it, so it shows.
Really looking forward to see. Yeah, there we go. Really looking forward to see this 2GG Metro Saga because Bravus is actually going to America.
That's so cool. Shoutouts to Bravus.
Yeah, shout out to Bravus.
Such a cool guy.
Yeah, follow his Twitter
Yeah.
at Bravus.
Meanwhile, we're watching the game 5.
Yeah, exactly. Game 5, give it up, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
So super close between these two Stockholm players. Who should-
Cody.
Yeah, two of the best in Sweden and Stockholm, of course.
Yeah, and also the thing is, at the moment, like the Swedish community is somewhat, split up because we have 2 majors at the same time. And
Yeah.
Finnish Blue in down in Skåne, in the southern province of Sweden, which is really annoying that they put them in the same day.
Yeah, the same weekend. Why?
Yeah. Getting back to the game, Rage really
That's
gave
such a huge
Biscuit a number there.
thing.
Stuck it out with a back air,
It's
getting him
basically,
on.
sorry, it's basically no damage. God.
Yeah, 44% is not killing percentage for Pichu. Unless there's maybe a down tilt up or something along the lines of that on the edge, which is a true combo.
Biscuit has to do something, like try to gimp him or spike him some, because this is not looking good right now.
No, they really
And
suck.
Pichu at
The thing
100,
Yeah, the thing is, playing really safe against
hey,
Baron.
oh my lord.
Rage is running away with this.
Yeah. Now it's, oh, there you go, that's the
Still
thing.
living though. It's a really strong attack, but it's not as powerful as it would take a stop right there. And at the moment, you gotta question yourself, what should Biscuit do in order to turn the
He has
tables
to
here?
clutch it out, he has to like
Yeah, the question
do for
is,
some crazy shit that, like that.
that's the first one. That's the first one, and
Yeah.
there's only 30. This is looking more doable.
Yeah.
Than 2 stocks and
Exactly.
50%.
And now he gets grabbed. Yeah, do the combos. No, not yet.
We got the witch
Oh.
twist nair.
That must feel so good if you rage. You're like building up that damage. You have
Witch
2
twist
full
off the
stocks
cake nair.
and pitch at 100.
And now 100%. setting up for an offside situation, not trying to get anything from grabs because Bernardo doesn't really gain any so from her grabs except stage control. Once again, witch twist after burner kick, fair. It falls out of fair 3 though, which might have killed at this
Keeping in the corner,
but the
and
F throw
he
will
wastes
kill.
nothing. He's so light.
Lightest character in the game.
And
So Biscuit takes
super
it.
well played
Game
by
3.
Rage. Congrats to
Oh,
Rage.
Biscuit. I said Biscuit. I
No,
meant
no, no,
Rage.
Rage
Rage
won.
takes it. Yeah, Rage game 3.
There
Game
you
5,
go.
1.
Now we're gonna. Oh, you sorry. Brands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're turning up to grand finals.
So now we're going to grand finals. We have Riff playing as Wolf against Rage. Bayonetta. Stay tuned.
It's actually
There you have it. You got him, right?
yeah. Riff and who was the name of it? Rage?
Rage, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
First to 5. Set is. No, sorry. First to 3 is correct.
Yeah.
Update view. There you go. Start new match, I think. Yeah.
Let's see if
So it
this is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Perfect.
Up to speed, everything is working just as intended. You see Riff here is making himself prepared for grand finals. I think he was first seed. First or second seed?
Biscuit is first seed.
Biscuit was first seed.
Yes. And then
Rage
was it
the
Joy?
second. Yeah, yeah, it was Biscuit first choice, Rage second
Yeah.
seed, and Riff third, I think.
Okay.
And
They're choosing their
Rage
bands right
winning
now.
the Rochambeau. Didn't hear what they banned.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's see what they're gonna play. What do you think? It's always fun to
So
guess.
it's gonna be a
PS2.
yeah, that might be a yeah. Pokémon Stadium seems like
No.
Nashville. All right.
Yeah. The Wolfmane himself, Riff from Skövde.
The city in which Destination Fight is being held, and our
Defending his home turf.
yeah, exactly, from the invader of Rage, invader from Stockholm, Rage. So let's see when these guys duke it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of lasers.
Yeah, we're going to see quite a few blasters. However, we're also going to see some afterburner kicks and some witch fists.
Yeah.
Yeah, say I've been going on about this, but Rage has been really doing a great job when he's using the heel slide.
Yeah, he's good at catching landings with that.
Yeah.
And also he's good at catching jumps with jump side B.
Yeah, the
and
aerial
yes,
afterburner kick.
Convert it to a lot of damage and combos.
Yeah, the two uppers there, air dodging through the aerial.
Oh, which time saves today?
Bats within is still a
Sorry,
great
I was
option.
bad with it.
Yeah, we all know what
Yeah.
you were trying to say there. Fading backwards from there, going back to resetting the stage.
Ooh, out of
blasters,
shield.
catching him with an up shield up smash. Rage getting back to stage show, got center control, keeping Riff up in the air. But
Oh.
back air, punishing an afterburner kick. Really,
Wolf's back air.
really
Too
quick
strong.
reaction. It's
That-
really good. It's a really good move.
Very.
But also, Riff is a really good player.
Yeah.
You know who reacts to an afterburner kick with a back air like that.
Not many players.
Especially not many players who have chosen to know
He's,
ultimate
he's not
player
letting him land.
know-how or experience. So already got a whole stock leaders here.
This wolf is on a
basically.
hunt today.
Yeah,
He's hungry.
please howl in the
Another
chat.
one.
Another up smash and just keeping Rage in the air, getting so much more percentages out of this and just extending his lead. Gonna take a second to find his composure on the ledge. Ice cold blaster. And another
Those
up
up
smash.
smashes
Yes.
being so effective for him.
Really calling out the afterburner kicks, which is like something that Rage is. I haven't really seen Rift or Rage being this much punished from the afterburner kicks this tournament. Really feeling himself there, going for the down air.
This is flow shot.
Yeah.
Very, so effective.
That's what I guess gonna
Finally
get him off the
gets
stage.
a dash attack to put him off stage, and he gets the spike.
Gets the 2-frame with the down smash.
The heels.
Hey,
Stomp on it.
the heels, the feels.
Yeah,
Going for some more blasters, and you know, Double dash attack to an upper.
Wolf
I
is
think
such a cool character, yo. I
Afterburn
love him.
kicks twice and then an air, 27% damage. Reset to neutral, one more to blasters, and I think that this is a tool that Riff has been focusing quite heavily on, but it's something that he might need to be a bit careful on as well with his new witch time increase, or the length increase for it.
Of course.
Like I said, off stage and going for the down air.
Just leave him there. Oh, take him with you. Oh. I didn't. He was trying to do some bullshit.
Yeah,
Because he was down 2 stocks, so you have to go for something if you want to win.
He got the down air, but he didn't get the recovery, and he needed it.
Even still, he had a second stock to go.
Yeah.
Last stock.
So Riff taking
Yes, correct.
stage 1, game 1.
Uh-oh.
But if there's something that Rage has really shown himself great of in this top 8, it's adaptation.
Yeah.
It's really, there's been quite a few games where it's been like down 2 games and it's just pulled it out of the bag, just inching himself back in and taking the win.
And we have Riff, he's in winners,
Yeah.
and Rage is in losers, of course.
So Rage has an uphill battle there. And getting that first win is gonna be a big one for Riff. And we see both players just, before even jumping down from platforms, just took some time to
it goes
just
under
focus.
those. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a kind of a good
Yeah.
tool.
But still, just shooting lasers like
Oh, Rage
You have-
is
you-
trying to get inside of Rage head, standing up on the platforms taunting. And he does not want to go inside there, but
I don't think this is bad. He can win because of your laser.
yeah. But also, Riff don't mind if it's up there taunting or if it's standing on the other side and just shielding his lasers. He got a percent lead. He can do this all day.
Yeah.
It's grand finals and he's not going to do some stupid approaches just because some taunts. But we see Bayonetta is getting back into the lead here with those short, consistent. It's like a new bread and butter. It's not new, but the witch twist afterburners and then do a nair, back air up. Just as one man once said, did he just slowly walk up and down smash? And yes, he did.
He sure did.
He sure did. And that's stock number 1 in game 2.
Claws.
Trying to catch that jump from ledge, but didn't. And also trying to get that witch time on Rift. Rift's playing it safe, Rift's playing it cool. Going for those
Try to be
blasters.
clever.
It will be a fair. And Diang away. Won't die, but the bullet's catching him.
Last hit.
Last bullet, but that bullet was all the bullets needed. Taking the stock, still has a 65% lead, Rift that is. But
You jump.
yeah,
Nope.
he has a jump. Also, kind of scared when Bayonetta drags you so far out if there will be a fair. He got that stock earlier in the game, but not against Rift. So let's see if he can make something like that happen again. Rift trying to bait out a roll there and go for an up smash, but Rift was in the shield, just playing patiently, and third time's the charm.
Yeah, well, quite a good move.
Yeah, it's quite a good move. It got quite a decent hitbox.
So,
Going trying to get that straight
Yeah,
back,
he
and that could have
wants
been
it.
but that could have also been really bad. I don't know, side B might have saved him due to the percentages, but it could have been scary. Anyway, just playing a little bit more aggressively or in your face now the last stop here. And to a great result as well. Another up smash. Once again,
to
punishing
agree.
those aerial afterburner kicks. And
Yeah.
the back air.
gets punished for it.
The backer up in the upper blast zone takes that stock. Great combo there by Rage. I can hear some of the crew.
Last stock is intense here now.
Yeah, some
yes,
of the
oh.
Stockholm crowd is getting a little bit more vocal. They want their homeboy to make this reset.
Why is he camping? He's not. He's trying to psych him out.
Yeah, I think so as well. But, you know,
Oh.
Don't bullshit a
Too
bullshitter. Don't kappa
close
kappa.
for comfort.
Riff is happy about us playing this game. So Oh, trying to get the back in there. Just barely escapes over shield.
So they're playing so careful.
Yeah. None of these players want to die in a stupid way in grand finals when they
Rage
come
is
this far.
rolling. I've never seen rolled backwards before, like 2 times that close. Okay,
Which
here
bit
comes
of the Bayonetta?
Bayonetta.
Ah, yeah, but the Nair misses and he gets
Yeah, he gets
punished.
killed.
Punished with an up air, landing there. Didn't have the possibility to land with a witch time, which cancel out
Yeah.
the
And he's up to.
cancel out the lag.
Oh.
Yeah. So now this is the time where Rage have in the early top 8 game. This is where Rage have his primal instincts have kicked in. His download has been completed. He got an 100/100 internet connection, and the download is just done. And now is the big question: is will he adapt? Will he have found the habits of Riff? And the thing is, I don't know if you thought about that, but the last stock, Riff.
Yeah, he was
changed
going
gear.
in. Yeah, he changed something up.
Yeah, he didn't go for all those blasts. He went in and he went in hard.
He realized he was losing that fight with waiting around. So he had to do something. He's like waiting for his opportunity, and then going in hard and do as much damage.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been playing a little bit more aggressively this first stock in this game.
Still on the hill.
Although he's got some damage, but Rage got the lead at the moment. Which
The
results
crowd,
were a fair missed.
And the crowd is howling.
Yeah, the crowd is howling. That says it all. They want our Skövde boy to win. They want our crewmate to win.
That's a grab, yeah.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna connect.
But Rage is doing much better now. He gets first stock with low
up pressure.
percent.
That's a hard read. First stock in this game going to Rage sits quite comfortably at 67%.
Exactly.
The only thing that would kill him at this percentage would probably be a side B. And yeah, it's not something that you see in neutral.
Not what happened too often.
No, exactly. It wouldn't be a common use tool at this point of the
But
game.
we are reaching up smash percents, yeah, so.
Yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. Also, I think that Riff feels like he has the time to play around or experiment with the playstyle he's gonna play against Rage, because he's up 2 games.
Nice parry.
This is his winning game if he wins this, but Rage needs to win 6 games. So
Saving his jump.
I,
To the very end.
we have a side B.
I just do it, just do it.
Go for the Nike side B.
Sometimes
the
it
Nike
works,
slash.
you know, so.
So, interesting fact that he actually went for the side B as we previously discussed. And now he's slowly but surely inching his way back again. That's a witch
That
fist
within.
after burning kicks twice, Nair missing. I don't know, the platform might have assisted Rift there in staying safe.
He's not letting him land at all.
No. And now he's playing again this semi-aggressive play style.
You look at percentages. They are almost even.
Yeah, now this is where it's gonna start to become dangerous for Bayonetta. Oh, that time the platform for sure played in Rift's favor.
And
Oh, really safe there, but not getting the up smash. Going way out of that after burn kick. No follow up from that.
is this a kill? Oh, he mashes out before.
Great mashing.
That was a mash of his life.
Oh, back air and up smash clanking at this percentage.
Oh,
What happens
nice
when an
backing,
unmovable object hits an unstoppable force, or the other way around? So 109%, still living. 0% for Riff, but he got it on ledge, and
Oh, he just waits for it.
and that up smash is so good at covering options at
He's
left.
taken
Because
back
that up smash, it would take neutral get up, it would cover a roll, it would cover a jump from ledge.
Covers so many
It
options.
covers many options, yeah. And that's one thing that's really prominent for Riff. He likes to cover several options, especially when he got you on the ledge. It's really great at that. He excels at that. So really even stock now. Oh, spot dodge in the up smash. Can't go hard. I like it. That down air not connecting. But since I last told, being kind of cute,
Cute.
Yeah. Since I last told about spoke about the percentages, Rage has been running away with the lead. But just as I say that,
Yeah.
3 confirms, a grab and 2 aerials, and
It's so
almost
intense.
close again.
But it looks like it's Rage favor. I feel like Rage is still in control a little bit right now.
Yeah, Rage
Yeah.
is faced that bad anyway.
And
He's
Smash. Oh, damn.
almost getting it.
Oh,
And now the percentages.
back air kills him. Yeah.
back and taking it. Game number 3. Last hit, last situation, and we hear Swedish meme being shouted in the crowd. Don't mind, which is a
Up to it. There you go.
which is an old classic by now. I think it originated on like Beast 6, Beast 7.
I have no clue.
There was
I have no
someone
idea.
there was someone shouting every time he got hit. There was someone shouting, "Don't mind." So now every time if someone suicides or something like that, the crowd goes, "Don't mind." And every scene has their own kind of inside jokes. So,
It's true.
I think it's
Stockholm
really
has their fair share, and
Yeah.
same with Gothenburg.
everything in Stockholm is special.
So which stage is it now?
They're both staying their characters, and I'm not surprised by that. And they're going back to Smashville, alright? Which I believe they started their first game on. Started with a fair, didn't get the grab there though. I think he missed his dash grab. Going back for some blasters,
Going for
calling
some.
out the jump on platform, heel kick, fair, witch twist, afterburner kick, upper, almost get the back air, and
Yeah, that
that's,
could be devastating.
that's quite a lot of damage. So Rage is waking up.
Yeah, he's going in.
Going for the nair. It's been going for the nair quite a lot, but I think the upper would have been a better
Oh,
choice. I don't
that's
know.
a risk.
He's been playing really well now the last game, and he's able to play more the game that he likes to play. I
Yeah,
think.
he's moving a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was bad. Yeah, I think he was holding away.
Might have been because he
Yeah.
was doing after burner kick to the right, and once again Riff catches out his after burner kicks, and now he's just keeping in
Jesus,
disadvantage
Riff,
up
let him
there.
land.
Yeah, just keeping in disadvantage, racking up 50%. Then a blaster, the fair F tilt, and that's 72%.
Oh, okay.
Good spot dodge, air dodge, kind of
Fluffy,
risky,
but
but
it worked.
right?
That time it worked, so why not?
Catching that witch time with an up smash as well. And now he's got a full stock lead again. He's just gonna keep on playing the safe game.
Okay.
Oh, he knew that was coming. But a good reaction time from Rage. Down smash, however, we'll see that he
Is this the last game? Is this the last game? Riff is going in, he's on a hunt. He's taunting? Why is it taunting? Why do you do that?
I don't know really what statement you're trying to make when you're
No, especially in the
when
mid
you're
combo.
close to getting.
He's trying to psych him out, but
Yeah.
I don't think that
I don't
would
think
work
that it works
at
either.
all. Because you see that down smash, you see that those claws, you see. That's a bad wolf. That's a big bad wolf right there. And
Grand final, and
Our
was actually going in for a
home
hug and then
hero,
pushing him away as
Riff,
well. Yeah, he
is the
wasn't
true
afraid for that.
champion of Destination Fight 5
Yeah,
Smash
exactly.
Ultimate.
Great games being played
So solid play.
out. Yeah. And Rage, who adapted so quickly in the other games, he only took one game from Riff. So, and there we have the ceremony. He's getting a trophy.
Yeah, we have the trophies now. We're going esports.
Esports now, yeah, exactly. And I can see the smile on his face.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
happy with that.
He
He knew that he had it in him.
Yeah.
But in order to actually
I'm
bring
not
out the guns and do that,
Not surprised at all.
neither am I.
The dude
But I'm happy to
is
see it.
sick.
Yeah, he's going places.
Yeah.
And
And he won teams too. He won both singles and teams.
yeah, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
And if we had Cruz, we would have won Cruz as well.
Of
Because
course
both
we
of
would.
us are playing on the same Cruz as
Yeah.
Riff, of course we would have won.
Of course it would.
We would have been carried. I
Alright.
want to take time
So-
and first of all congratulate Riff for winning singles and doubles, and we kind of already did that. But I also want to take our time to thank
Rage.
our two TOs,
Okay,
yeah,
so-
Rage as
yeah.
well, for putting up a really good fight. Made so many comebacks, really impressive, and you know, really showing us that the witch isn't dead yet.
No, no. She has combos.
Yeah, exactly.
She-
So don't go out on a witch hunt quite yet,
She's not dead. No.
because she is still a viable character. However, she has some issues, and I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too.
Some people aren't, though.
Yeah.
I also want to thank our great tournament organizers, our TOs,
Yeah.
for this tournament. We have Logisticus, Victor from Trollhättan, Smash Trolls. Really aced it together with
Yeah.
our Stockholm TO, J Rose, who usually doesn't do tournament organizing.
He does such a good job.
But they did a great job, the two of them, and really we wouldn't have Smash at this
Everything was on
tournament.
time.
Yeah,
Uh,
we had even finished early on some things, I think. So, you know, they did a banging job. Without their help, we would probably not have Smash at Destination Fight this year. So, really, hats off to them. I would like to thank everyone attending Destination Fight.
Every one of you watching this, of
course,
the
our
viewers. So, and okay, the Victor
So,
TO.
so our TO is shouting that we're actually going to take a group picture, and that sounds tacky but fun, so I won't say no to that. But also, thank you everyone that showed up, everyone who watched the stream, everyone who was spectating in the crowd, who wasn't attending the tournament. I also think everyone who got to the tournament also recognizes, and they deserve a thank you, because we have new players, we have veteran players, and they all mix together, they all talk with each other and they play each other. It's great fun to see this many new faces in the Smash community, and I hope you guys take care of your new community members as well.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's about the gist of it.
I'm Tonsana.
It's Magna Goat.
Yeah, we're signing out. Thank you very much. Take care.